See? Jiggling away to the music there.
Yeah. Yeah, we all were.
It's all good.
Can't see my dance.
There you go. Yeah, there you go, Ellie. Yeah. Save that for another day, Ellie. Right.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. We'll start the show now after 37 seconds. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. We're back for another show, another good old chat, I hope, about what's going on at Tottenham. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Where are we going? What direction are we heading in? How do we get out of the situations that we're in? And we'll just continue to talk tonight of what we spoke about yesterday and so on and so forth. Nige and Ellie are here at the moment. Big up to you two. Thanks for both being here. How are you both?
Pleasure. Well, all right. I haven't got a sore throat like Solanke. I'm fit to play.
She's here. She's fit to play. How are you, Nige? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, anytime, mate. Anytime. You're more than welcome, mate. Well, Ellie and Nige are on at the moment. Hopefully, there'll be a few more guests pop on. And also, the link is in the chat as well. So people are more than welcome to jump on. Just like, take it easy. If you feel like there's too many people on before you want to come on, wait for someone to jump off. And then you're more than welcome. But there are, I don't know, what is there, Mark? 6, 7, 8 spaces, something like that altogether, isn't there?
You're like 10 on, mate.
Oh,
6,
there
7.
you go. There you go. Something like that. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
I'll just say I'm all right as well.
He's all right. Yeah, well, I was getting to you. Getting to you.
I'm just saying.
All right. Don't start that old biz with me, Sheriff. All right.
No, I know,
I'm making a once in a lifetime. This is your lifetime appearance on the show.
It started already.
Yeah, we're off. We're off.
It is.
Me and Eddie just go.
Yeah, we'll just go. We'll leave
anyway, we'll just go to the
room.
chat now. We better not. Sheriff, how are you, mate? Sheriff, how are you?
All good, mate. Another exhilarating day at work.
Yeah, before we start, I just want to let you know, and the chat will be my witness, even though you haven't been here, right? I've carried on with the weather report every day.
So you should, mate.
Without fail, though. Without fail.
I'll do a quick one for tomorrow. It's going to be the warmest day for about 9 months tomorrow.
Whoa.
15 is getting up to round here.
Happy days.
My husband said in Enfield is 17 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. 15 round this area. Put shorts on, mate.
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad. It's balmy weather, that, isn't it?
It is.
It was freezing last week. Absolutely freezing. Here we go. Marcus is here as well. Hello, Marcus. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I thought I'd actually show my face because I'm always sending messages, etc., etc.
About time, Marcus. About time.
I always send your messages. Nige and me, we talk pretty much every day, don't we, Nige? So big up all of you guys. Nice to speak to you properly.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
there
all
you go.
good, man.
Lovely to see you.
You
big
too.
Up to everyone. Yeah, big up to everyone for being in. Chat's already flying already.
I was going to say, should we say a few hellos before I get an hour
say a few
behind
hellos, Mark, because once we get going, there won't be many. You
know
how it is.
I was going to say it's either that or we're an hour behind again.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Bim.
Big up,
Rodney. Big up, Rodders.
Big up, Rodders. There is the link. If anybody does want to come on.
That is the link. That geezer's in again. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Head of technology. Oh, no, Nige.
Block.
Head of technology.
Who's Nigel?
You wouldn't have thought that this morning watching my show.
He don't know it, but he's been upgraded to thumbnail director. How about that? I'll make that one up for him, especially.
He is thumbnail director because, let's be honest, mate, me and you ain't got a bloody foggiest how to do it.
Well, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's trade secrets we're giving away.
I know, yeah.
Shem time, big up, mate.
Hello, Shem. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well.
I can't see it when I hover on the comment. Rob Plant.
Big up, Rob.
Big up, Rob.
Mate.
Solly, big up.
Big up, Solly. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I thought it was you, Solly. There you go.
Well, unfortunately,
I know you are.
Unfortunately, I got to work and I can't. This is like guest appearance for me.
Behave yourself. Guess
Yeah, it is. I'm part-time now. I'm part-time.
Part-time clicker.
Yeah,
There you go.
part-time clicker of comments.
He loves it. Oh, who's this geezer?
He's here.
I have no idea.
It's him. He's here.
He's here.
It's him.
If you do more of these entering the shows, I'll enter them with pleasure because I just love getting. Well, it's nice to be involved and have you say,
yeah,
you know,
of course it is.
About
this. You must be reprimanded immediately though for the red heart.
Oh yeah, blue hearts only, Marcus. Blue hearts only. See,
we've had enough of Rick this week.
You have been told by the boss, whichever.
Slip of the finger, that one.
Yeah, first warning now is red hearts. Jimmy, always here.
Jimmy's in Tenerife, laying in the sun, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's probably in the bar now with one of those double pints. You know what I mean?
Bottle of Amstel.
That's it, yeah. Something like that. Have one for us, Jim. Big up to you, mate. Big up, mate.
Is it too early to say? All I'll say is you jammy git. I was going to say something else. Not jealous or nothing, mate.
Big up to the Iceman.
Iceman, big up, mate.
Always in. Big up, mate.
Shemtan.
Yep, Shemtan's in. Yep. Big up to Dash. See the blue art, Marcus. Look.
Yeah, I know.
The blue art.
No, there you go.
I feel really bad now.
Dash knows, mate.
That's just a verbal warning now. It's about the red heart.
All right.
At least I've got the balls to show me face.
There you go, mate.
even though I send red hearts.
We're gonna keep encouraging you lot to get on this show because it's all about you lot at the end of the day, Marcus.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I agree.
Big up.
When you were on this morning listening to it, I thought, good God, if I could get involved, I would, because you just say how it is, and
we do try.
People need to get involved with all this shit that's going on at Spurs.
Of course you do.
No, I've seen this. Look, apparently Enic, I understand that they may have underinvested in the squad. May have.
Mark, star that, please.
My
star
God.
That one.
My only answer to this is do bears shit in forest.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Jesus.
It's mad, isn't it? Good evening to
Marianne.
YouTube member.
The original YouTube member this is the first YouTube member we had.
It certainly is.
Big up to you, Marianne, and big up Norway.
Head of the faithful, Marianne. There you go.
Stig's in.
Big up to the Stig, as Nige says. We'll have some of that. I like that, Nige. The old,
it's lazy, mate. It's just you don't have to do too much.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Iceman.
Sunday is a must win.
It's an early one, isn't it? Is it 2:00?
Could well be.
I've seen it.
It's on Sky.
I've seen it advertised on Sky, and it says 1
p.m. It won't be the 4:30 one.
No. It's what it says. The program starts at 1.
4:30 one's always the big one.
That's all right. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Strictly.
The rest of the week. Strictly's in.
Big up.
Big up to the Strictly. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Sent a lovely little message earlier on.
Did he?
Little paragraph. Yeah. And I replied to him. Big up to you, Strictly. Hope you're well, mate.
Well, you can see what I do on the channel. Absolutely nothing.
Don't worry about
it. I'm at
Just
work.
crack on with what you're doing, mate. That's all you've got to worry about at the moment. There you go. Big up to Lee Statham. Hope you're well, Lee. Big up to you.
Oh, hang on. It was 15 and Chelmsford. Oh, bloody hell.
Lucky Chelmsford. Lucky Chelmsford. That's all I'm
on the wrong side of the country now.
Yeah.
17 in Northampton today.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. So we're finding out where they all live as well. They're all coming out of woodwork on the camera, and we know where they live as well now. This is great. They've only been on 10 minutes. Blinded.
Finn, big up, mate.
I'll put my address on. I'll put my address on for everybody in a minute in case I get too abusive.
I didn't mean to do that, Mark. Sorry, I was trying to star it. I'm starring the ones that I want to talk about.
Yeah. All right, yeah. I've just flicked a few comments, so I'm sorry I haven't brought them all up.
Absolutely. Big up, Daniel. Evening to Daniel.
I'm just saying to
Daniel.
Yeah.
Mike. Big up. Oh, here we go.
Big up to Kev. Big up, Kev. Big
Ghosted, always in here.
Ghosted, yeah.
Big up, Ghosted.
David Clark. I'm sorry I missed any messages, but I'm just trying to say hello to everybody.
Yeah. Big up, Billy.
Billy.
Big up, Brownie.
Yeah. Paul. Big up, mate.
Big up, Surreal.
Hang on, I ain't got there yet. Surreal. Colin Crossamano.
Colin's in. Big up to Colin. And last but not least, at the moment, anyway, Big John Stokes. Big up to you, John.
Yeah, love John Stokes.
Love a bit of John.
All right, John. Yeah, he sends brilliant things through the WhatsApp.
He certainly does.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, if you don't mind. As this young man's just come on, and he's obviously been listening to the shows, and he's come straight in, hot on the press, right? Let's be honest about it, Marcus here. So, Marcus, just give us your view, just briefly over the next 2 or 3 minutes of what you think's going on at Tottenham and what you are expecting from Tottenham in the next 11 games.
To be honest, I just don't understand why they're not spending money. For me, I've been supporting Tottenham all my life, and it's bloody heartbreaking. You know, and they lose and they lose and they lose. You watch them play, and you just sit there and think, "What the hell?" You know, it's just disheartening, absolutely disheartening. You know, bloody Tottenham are a good team, or used to be, and their stadium, I've been there a few times, absolutely fantastic. It's just a shame that Enic and the rest of the idiots don't spend the money on the players. You know, they just look at it as though it's a business. And for us Spurs fans, it's not business. It's about our team. You know, we want them to do well. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I hope we stay up, but in some respects, I shouldn't say this, but I hope we go down, because then them idiots at the top might actually realise. But then again, from what we've seen in the transfer window, etc., I don't think they actually give a shit anymore. They just don't care. The only people that care is us lot.
Mm-hmm.
No?
I'll add to that, Marcus.
Go on, mate.
You said it. I don't give a monkey's bottom whether they make millions of pounds. I don't give a monkey's, as long as the team are all right.
Yeah, exactly. As long as we do well and we keep supporting, that's all that matters.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, at the minute it feels like it's just a shambles, isn't it? Absolute shambles.
They're taking all the money and not investing it properly, not building the squad, not preparing us. We're still waiting for bloody Moussa Dembele's replacement, and he left 7 years ago.
We might be waiting another 7 years.
Exactly. Harry Kane gets sold. Where's his replacement? Sonny gets sold. Where's his replacement?
Yeah.
And we sell Brennan Johnson. It's a contentious subject, I know. Sell Brennan Johnson, and Kudus gets injured the next game. If you're selling one, you bring someone else in to replace him.
Yeah.
There's cover for Kudus.
It's like Arsenal and Liverpool and that, do they? They've got it right. If somebody gets injured, they're going to be out long term. Mm-hmm. Let's just get somebody in straight away. And then we're covered, aren't we? And we just don't bother. And then they wonder why we get battered all the time.
Yeah.
Spend some fucking money, excuse my language, for once. You know, and keep the team fully supported kind of thing.
Yeah, fair play, Marcus. I'm sure we're going to get into it. There's so much to talk about, to be fair. I was on for an hour this morning, and I didn't interact with the chat very much this morning, and it was not because I didn't want to or I didn't want to get to their comments. I was just so frustrated on the show this morning, and it weren't a rant, if you like, per se, but I pretty much spoke for an hour and brought about 8 comments up, I think. That was it.
It was good, though. You said what you said.
Should we deal with this? We have a super chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right, here we
Big
go. Big up
big up,
Kev
Kev.
Williams.
Big up,
$4.99.
yeah.
Thank you very much, mate. All appreciated.
Yeah,
Cookie,
really
I'd
appreciate
love
that,
to get
Kev.
your thoughts on if Enic will sell up. Would there be more chance when we finish 16th? Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, well, for me, there's always more chance if you're in the Premier League.
Yeah, if we go down, they ain't selling.
Look, if we go down, Kev,
look at it.
yeah, I can't see him selling, mate, if we go down. Kev, it's really difficult because, you know, I'm only speaking for myself at the end of the day. All the while they're making money, mate, why are they going to want to sell? Why?
That's the
And
problem.
Mark's come up with this on many occasions, and please jump in, any one of you lot. Yeah, if you disagree with anything I'm saying or you want to add to it or whatever, right? Look, Enic Korea, they're part of Tavistock Group. Yeah, it all branches off into all different this, that's, and the others. Yeah, at the end of the day, Enic, yeah, are making money.
Mm-hmm.
And all the while Enic are making money, unless a stupid offer comes in over and above what they want for it, or at the very least what they want for it, they ain't going to sell it.
Why would they build what they got now with all the events that go on there, all the concerts, all the rest of the nonsense that goes on now? They've made the thing and now they're raking the money in. You know what I mean? You've been in there yourself now, mate. You know that stadium is a cash machine.
Oh, absolutely, it is. Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah,
and
it is a cash machine.
And you've only been to one football game. You imagine all the NFL and all. Well, people have been on here and told us when they went to the NFL thing, the whole high road was closed off, and they had things going on all up the high road. Where do you think the money's going for all of that? You know what I mean?
I think in some respects, if people start to stop, as much as they don't want to go to watch Tottenham, but if they stop spending their money, that might change things. You don't know, do you?
It's the only way to hurt them, in my opinion.
This is the sad thing, though, isn't it? It's whoever doesn't go, there's always going to be someone else who does want to go.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, they could sell out that 60,000 stadium week in, week out, and like you say, Mark, about the dilution of Spurs, it's not necessarily the club, as in the team. It's just as much the fans, because if the real fans don't go, the fans that just want a day out, the fans that want to come to see the stadium or to visit whatever, they come, because it is not just a football stadium, is it anymore?
No,
it's true. Either way, they're going to get their money, aren't they?
I think the attendances are going down though, because I noticed there was a lot of empty seats at the Newcastle game, and obviously at the North London derby there were a few empty seats, but not that many. Maybe about 10 I saw around me anyway, and I looked further down and it was packed, and the whole stadium was packed. But that's because it's a North London derby. Everybody wanted to see us beat Arsenal, but it didn't happen. But if revenues are going down slowly, they're going to look at that and get worried. Yeah, so do you know what though? Enic are very clever at making money, right? That's their main goal. They said it when they came in, they want to make money. And they don't strategize the football side. They don't have a plan, and they don't spend at the right times either, or on the right players to build a squad. And I hear people say we've got to rebuild. Well, what are we rebuilding? You're not rebuilding. You've got to build before you rebuild. Right? There's no rebuild. We've got to build. We've never built. Even under Poch, we left him short for 500 odd days. It's ridiculous the way our club runs. And if they don't realise that, and now we're in deep trouble because the dilution, like you said, is seeped down, and we're in the situation we're in now, boys. And it's very depressing. So depressing. And you go to the ground, and our fans are fabulous. We've got the best fans in the world, in my opinion. Right, and they could be the worst fans as well because they don't support the protest, when they should do. if they want to get these owners out, they've got to support the protest.
Yeah, agreed.
I implore
agree,
anyone that goes to that stadium regularly, if there's a protest on, attend it. It's the only way we're going to get change. It's the only way.
But at the same time, Mark, right, in some way, shape or form, this is what I said on the show this morning. I don't see any other way of getting Enic out than from protesting, right? All the while they're sitting there comfortably doing whatever they're doing, making their money, whatever it is, right? I'm sure that, like Ellie said, when the money goes down, yeah, when they're not making as much money, like they saw with Thomas Frank, we've heard all the stories about whatever his name is, Challoner, or the finance expert going over Vinay and going over Lang, making decisions. You know, we talked about the empty seats in the stadium at those games. Do you remember at the West Ham game, there was empty seats? At the Newcastle game, there was empty seats.
Champions League game there was as well.
Champions League game, there was empty seats.
Loads of the Champions League game.
A lot of empty seats, you know? So if anyone can tell me any other way in the short term, and what is, for me, the best time now to do this over the next sort of 3 odd months or whatever it is, just short of, Enic are bollocks. Right? I'm telling you now, listen, where can Enic go right now to get Tottenham Hotspur out of the mess that they're in now? They've just sacked one manager, which should have been done at the beginning of the transfer window, right, to give whoever came in a chance, even if it was with loans. But they haven't done that. Big up to you, Logan. We'll say thank you in a minute. Cheers, mate.
Can I stop you just 2 seconds? I'm going to turn my camera off for 5 minutes. I'm just going to go and grab something to eat, and then I'll be back. Is that okay?
You're fine, Marcus.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
absolutely.
I'll be back in a few minutes. All right.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No
Man's
worries.
got to eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so, you know, I just think that window of opportunities there, they're bollocks. They've got nowhere to go. They've just got rid of one manager, regardless of when it is or when it should have been done, for the best of the club. Right? They've used Frank as a shield throughout January, obviously, like they do with every other manager, right? And now they've got Big Igor as the shield, but that'll only last as long, because if they keep losing, right, and someone, please be positive in the comments, tell me, in the next 3 games, Fulham away, Palace at home, Liverpool away, how many points are we getting?
Oh, God.
Because
3.
let me tell you now, right, I've told all of you, and sorry to repeat, we said to you weeks ago in here on this channel, right, and this is not it's not about, oh, yeah, they said it first, or it's got nothing to do with that. But we warned everyone that there was a slippery slope. And how far down the slope do we go before we're then embroiled? Now, I'm not bothered being on the slope, right? Because when you're on the slope and you're 2 or 3 games away from that bottom 3, it's not so bad, right? Now we are 2 games away. And then we go into Saturday. If we get beat and West Ham win, or Forest win,
1
and
point.
West Ham get a point, we are in it.
Yeah.
And again, what I say is, once we're in it, have we got the balls to get out of it?
Yeah.
This is my concern. Not about being just outside it, but once you fall into it, have we got the minerals to get out of it? Sorry, Mark, what did you want to say?
I was just going to say, big up to Logan for the super sticker.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if he's done it on purpose, it's a few red hearts.
There you go. Big up to you, Logan.
But thank you. Thank you.
We'll take, there you go. We'll take that off you, Logan, the red hearts. Only, right? Don't tell anyone, Logan. You're in here every day and we love you, mate. All right. Shh.
There you go. You've had 2 train whistles. That's
Big up, Logan.
And I
Cheers,
think
mate.
one of them
Appreciate
cut you
it a
out,
lot.
mate. I do
Thank you.
apologise.
Thank you. No,
Big up, mate.
Look, listen. Anyone, Dave's just come in. Dave, do you want to say anything, mate? Go on, mate. You crack on.
Just basically the first part of your question, basically, just want to answer it. What have Enic Group got to do within the next 3 months? Well, they've got first thing first. They've got to pray that we stay up.
Agreed.
That's the first job, because at the moment, for here now and the end of the season, they can't do nothing. Their hands are tied. They had their chance in January to bolster the squad, couple of loans, etc. They failed on all platforms. But next season, if we stay up next season, moving forward, first job, they've got to get in a new sporting director.
Yeah.
Because Vinay he's fouled on all platforms. His task for the season, he's fouled all of them.
Yeah.
They need to just start getting the ball moving on all these supposed plans. What they've got doing, like they need to get these stadium rights done. Do you know what I mean? That's the first one they need to get sorted out. Like on their side of the thing, the footballing side of things are completely different. They need to tie down these sponsors, because from what I'm reading and hearing, that a lot of our big sponsors are pulling out if our form continues this way. So that's the second big task they've got to do. And the third task is they've got to, this next sporting director they get in, that's got to be the first job.
Yeah.
Then that sporting director has got to pick his manager, and he's got to stick with him. And the club have got to back him, because we have got. We need to go back to being a blank canvas back at Spurs in the summer.
But Dave,
Literally,
what do we do now? What do we do now? What I'm saying is Enic have got nowhere to go now. They've burnt all their bridges. The only thing they've got left is if they feel that a couple of games down the line, Igor ain't got no points or whatever, 2, 3, 4 games, 5 games down the line. And again, anyone jump in with your opinions, do they just keep him and go, well, it is what it is? Or do they in 4 or 5 games time go, look, you've only got 1 point in 5 games. We've got to change the manager. We've got to do something while we've got a chance. Do they go down that route? Or is that so embarrassing for them to do that, Dave?
Well, they've already, let's be honest, Cookie, they've already embarrassed themselves for the last 20 odd years, haven't they?
Yeah.
So I think if he doesn't pick up any wins in these next 5 games, if it was me, I would have done what they should have done in the first place, is get a couple of Tottenham boys in, go up to Sherwood, Redknapp, who've got affiliation with the club, love for the club, and say, right, boys, we'll pay you what you want, but you need to get us out of this hole. You need to get us out of this hole.
Yeah.
And we'll even throw in, if you keep us up, we'll throw in a nice sweetener bonus at the end of the season, just to get these players motivated and get them up for it, get them up for the fight. I mean, I'm not ruling Tudor out yet, because he does still come across by his after-match press conference of Arsenal that you can tell that he was holding a lot of anger in. You could see it in his face that he was furious, couldn't you? He was livid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was basically wanting to say, well, this is not what we practice on the training ground for the last 5 days. This is not what we practice.
I think it was more of, what the fucking hell was that I just saw?
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was that
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, that's like it.
If we
And do you know-
get nothing out of our next 3 games, which are Liverpool, which we won't know, we know that anyway. We're not going to get nothing out of that game. Nothing at Palace or nothing at home to Palace or away to Fulham. I think they're going to have to make a serious emergency meeting about keeping. Is he right for the
I'd
shop?
love
And then
to be
again,
a fly on the wall at that one.
you know what I mean? It's again, it's
can't
going to
wait.
be, it's going to be
You know
another
what
one of
I
them
mean?
things, isn't it? It's not the managers, it's
it's
the
not.
players.
Oh,
It's the
dear.
players.
I know.
It's the players.
Do you know what do you know what's weird, Dave? Right, Basuma, who was ostracised by Frank for being late, fairly, because he was late for training 3 times. I read, all right, and he's been a bit of an arsehole round the camp as well, mucking about and larking about. That's his character. You can see when we won the Europa Cup in the dressing room, he's a lively character, isn't he? And on the
Yeah,
coach
he
as
is.
well. Yeah, he's got a bit of personality, right? But he was the one player I thought in that first half against Arsenal, he gave his all.
He
Right?
was an engine. He was an engine. He was
Brilliant.
breaking. He was doing
Yeah.
everything.
And then Gallagher tried, but no one was
Gallagher, yeah.
helping him with the press. Because you saw Igor on the touchline saying to Van de Ven, push up, and then he's not even taking notice of him. He's walked away, and then he's saying, come here, and then he takes 2 steps and then he goes back again. So that's ill discipline, right? And Igor's seen that now, and he must have read about the ill discipline before. He must have known about it. So he's
Yeah.
he's got to get that in a nutshell now and like squeeze their nuts because they're not. You got to get these players fired up, right? And we know that Igor's got this reputation of doing that. So I just hope that he can get a tune out of them because Arsenal, right? We can't. That's not a benchmark for us because when we go to Fulham and Palace, we've got to beat them because Fulham, right? They could be dragged down into it. Palace can be dragged down into it. It only takes 2 or 3 wins and 2 or 3 losses for them, and they're in it as well. You
Yeah.
see?
Ellie, can I just jump in? Because I wanted to ask Nige about this. Specifically you, Nige, because I know you're a bit of a thinker when it comes to stuff like this. Now, Igor Tudor's come in, as we all know, Nige, and then after Nige, all have you say. He's come in, and it is what it is, and he's probably seen what he's seen. You could tell, like Dave said in his after-match press conference, that if he could say what he really wanted to say, it wouldn't have been that, what he did say, if you know what I mean. He sort of went round the houses a bit, but you got the gist of what he was saying. You could tell he was upset. He wasn't happy. Here's Benji. If you can let Benji in, Mark, please. Big up, Benji.
Oh, gosh.
Now, Nige, I've got to ask you. I'm assuming he went in with the approach, and let me say that again. I am assuming that he would have gone in with the approach of knowing the situation he's in, and probably in other dressing rooms he's gone in, and give it the treatment, the air dry treatment. Do you know what I mean? And got whatever players going. Now, to me, I don't feel like that's a dressing room at Tottenham that you can go and do that straight off the bat, right? Because there are, as Kate Rickson would say, too many wet lettuces in there, Nige. So after what he's seen now, and after seeing the players in training for a week, does his approach change? Does he sort of have to get stuck into a few of them now and say, "Oi"? You know what I mean? Do you understand what's going on here? You know, because he would have no doubt been told, and he understands what's going on at Spurs, but he's got to get that through to the players. How does he approach it now, Nige?
I don't know, mate. Football football's changed so much, hasn't it, over the years? It's so, like, as a society now, we are so woke. You cannot say anything without upsetting people. And it's one of them, isn't it? There's going to be players in the dressing room. He'll have to put an arm around. It's always been the case, isn't it? Some players you can shout at, get the best out of them. Others you have to put an arm around them. I watched your show yesterday. Mads was talking about making an example out of Van der Ven and maybe dropping him. And I had the question on my show this morning, and it's just like, I get it, I understand that, but we're not in a position at the moment where we can just drop players. You know, we haven't got enough players in the squad to fill the team, really, let alone have our captain out. It's going to be one he's going to have to deal with really delicately and pick his battles. But I feel for him, I really do. He's come in 7 days, North London derby, and what you see in training isn't always what you see on the pitch, right? In training, they might be fantastic.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, lovely. I've got a great little team here. We're going to be fine. And then when they go out on the pitch, as soon as they can see the goal or something happens that goes against them, all goes tits up. I just don't think, and you said it earlier, I don't think this club, this team, have the balls in them. And I think what I care at the moment is that 4-point gap. Like you say, one more defeat. If we get dragged into it and then we're in it, I'm not sure these players have got it in them. I really don't. So I'm not sure what he does. I think he's got a really difficult job on his hands.
Yeah, I agree. Anyone else want to comment on that? And big up to Benji, by the way. Hope you're well, mate.
Yeah, big up,
Big
Benji.
up, mate. How you doing, guys? Everyone all right? I mean, I wanted to say, during his interview afterwards, he did say, you know, these are talented players, but they've got terrible habits. So, I mean, that sort of says all you need to hear, really, doesn't it? I think it's been...
Did he say that, didn't he?
Yeah, he came out. I can't remember the exact words. It was something along the lines of, they're talented players with bad habits, I think was what his words were.
Right,
Don't quote me, but it was along them.
They need to kick that. They need to get rid of their habits.
Whatever they are.
Yeah. He's clued up. He knows exactly what's right, what's wrong, and
it'd be good if they could string 2 or 3 passes accurately together. That would bloody help.
What hell, right? I've got to say this, right? What the friggin' hell was Jed Spence doing that game? He was just trying to take on the world, wasn't he? He thought he was prime Messi.
He was getting pressed so deep, right? Arsenal had the right strategy, right? They pressed us and we couldn't get out.
Yeah. Problem was, I said on the show, I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday morning, the thing is, what I noticed with Jed Spence a lot was in the Arsenal game was that Ellie's right, he was getting pressed. But I think what you learn is, and this is what I talk about when I say using your head, right? I think you know from minute one that when you're playing out from the back, Arsenal are going to pressure, right? So for me, and Ellie might be able to explain it more eloquently. She's been a ladies professional footballer, yeah, so she'll know what it's like on the field of professionals. I never have been, but I don't know. I was always taught, yeah, have a look before you receive, right? That was what I was always taught. Have a look. Yeah, as you know, the ball's coming your way at some stage very soon. Yeah, have a quick look around you and see what's going on. Right? Jed Spence don't do that. He doesn't do it. The ball comes to him. If you watch him, the ball comes to him. The first thing he does is he controls the ball, looks up after he's controlled the ball. So he's giving himself less options straight away because he hasn't had a look to see what's available. Because then when he does look up and he sees them coming, he's already had a look. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course it does.
Do you know who's the best? Do you know who's the best at doing that? Mapping a game. You watch, even now, even back in his Barca days, he still does it now for Miami, Messi. He stands in the middle of that pitch, and you think he's just trotting around.
Yeah, he's not.
So, he's not.
No,
he's mapping the game in his head. He's picturing in his head patterns of play when he receives the ball.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
that's what we haven't got in our team. I'm not just saying, but we need
Yeah,
someone who can
I get
stand
what
in
you
the middle
mean.
of that park and like a Ruben Neves, like
Yeah.
Leon
Intelligent
Goretzka.
players.
Do
Teddy
you know what I mean?
Sheringham. Teddy
Yeah.
Sheringham did it.
Do you know what I mean? Someone who
Luka
can just map a
Modric.
game out. Madison's
Yeah.
perfect for it, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
he's in.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's injured. Kulusevski, good at it. Do you know what I mean? But it's just
You
like
need a
every time-
dictator of play, don't you? And we've needed
Yeah.
that for about
It's
6
just
months.
like every time our players get the ball, they look absolutely terrified.
I
And
agree with that, actually.
also, right? I was a cam, right? And so is Xavi, right? So
Yeah.
Xavi, he gets the ball, and twice he's run through the Arsenal midfield, right?
Yeah.
He's left them for dead. No one's joining him, right, to support him. Right, Mawani's up there, but Mawani's a bit like a fish out of water sometimes. He just doesn't know where to move sometimes. You see, I watch players how they move off the ball,
Yeah.
right? And James Flowers brought it up as well. And I was having a Barney in Savage chat with this guy because he was saying, oh, he's rubbish. He just ran like through their defence and didn't think he ran into a brick wall. But he was trying he was looking around because he's a clever player, right? He's looking around to see who's supporting him and no one's supporting him. So he crosses the 18-yard box to try and get a shot off and still no one's trying to help him out, right? Because Arsenal, they're the bloody good defenders. They're the best in the league. You've got to support these players. You've got to link up so you can do 1-2s with them and penetrate and get behind them. But our players, it's like they've given up. It's really frustrating watching them.
I've got to say, I think Xavi will be twice a player once he's playing alongside a Madison and a Kulu. I feel
Yes.
sorry for him. And he got blamed for giving the ball away a lot, and he did. But I think Xavi's the kind of player we've just been talking about. He's the kind of player that knows the pass before he gets the ball.
Yeah.
The trouble is,
Yeah.
no one's on his wavelength. So
And he's a risk taker as well, Nigel. He's a risk taker. Yeah, he takes risks.
Stuff. And he's looking for players to come and join him, but they're not interested. And the problem, it doesn't help when you got our two wing backs are basically a central midfielder and a right back. You know,
and we didn't have no
literally had
wingers to
support.
expand the play either. We had no wingers to expand the play, you know, where you can do a nice little 1-2 with them and get beyond and down the line. Like Saka, he was a perfect foil, right? Because he had so many balls played to him because they knew he had the beating of Pape Sarr and Spence. He was beating them all the time. And if he didn't beat them, he made a really bloody good pass in field to Zubimendi, who was all over the place. He bossed that midfield, Zubimendi. And I didn't think he was all that, but he bossed us.
Arsenal, look, all you got to do is when you watch the game, Tottenham versus Arsenal last weekend, right? Just look at our Arsenal move the ball, and you can say it was side to side, but their players were never standing still. So they'd move the ball side to side, from right to left. And if Saka never got the space that he needed, they'd just go back and do it all again.
Yeah, they do.
And then they'd work their way all the way back to Saka again. And as soon as he had that 3 or 4 yards, it weren't a slack ball into him. It was bang into him, control. He had control of the ball. He had his 2 or 3 yards to decide where he was going, what he was going to do, even to have a look to see if he had a runner going round the back of him. You know, we just don't do stuff like that. I don't think we've got the players to do it, to be honest.
No, that's the problem.
Well, it's like Sava said on his show when we were on Sava's last night, mate.
Yeah.
And Sava said, we've just got runners in the team. There's no one that controls the ball. There's no one that takes the play. You need all different sorts in the midfield. You want your flair creative player. You need one that's going to mop up at the back. like Polinia.
True.
You need someone like that, but you need other types of players, not just runners, because they're going to get you nowhere. All our midfielders are more or less the same.
We've got runners who can't control the ball as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's some runners who can control the ball, but we've got ones that can't control the ball.
Yeah. Let's just deal with the super chat a minute, mate. Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, you go, mate. Big up, Paul. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Ciao, mate.
Big up to you. Players have zero desire, mentality, sad.
Yeah, basically. Zero desire, zero mentality, zero everything.
Yeah. Zero desire, zero mentality. Yeah.
There you go. Cheers, Paul.
There you
Appreciate that, mate.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much.
Up, mate.
Ciao, mate.
I mean, I hear a lot of people talking almost positively about Xavi Simons. Are we not going to pretend that he was one of the worst players on the pitch against Arsenal?
I don't think he was.
Knock for me.
Benji.
Really?
I don't think he was. Right, I was watching him, right, because I was a midfielder. I had his role, right? He was being brave, right? And he had no support. So when you don't get that support, Benji, you look shit because you haven't got no outlets, right? We didn't have no width for him to play 1-2s, and he was taking risks, right? And he was getting tackled because Arsenal are really brilliant at defending, right? But at least he tried. He was trying to get the ball forward, right? And every time he was on the ball, there was no outlet for him. I felt so frustrated for him. And I was talking to Phil, who was with me, and his dad, and they agreed with me because we saw he was trying, the boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you, but the same way I told people we were going to get slaughtered and couldn't see why people were saying anything different, are the same sort of people that will make excuses for Xavi. I've got to be honest, Els, like, you know, I respect your opinions, but for me, Xavi was one of the worst players on the... Oh, for sure. But for me, Xavi was one of the worst players on the pitch. I don't think there was a single player that entered that field of play that deserved any sort of credit from us. I think that the whole game was a shambles. I think this manager is a moron in the way he set us up. The prize, the fucking prize. From here, I watched that game and was absolutely horrified. Also, people turn around before she went to and said, "What are we doing here? What is this risk we're taking?" You know, and look what happened. Look at the way he set us up. We were being overloaded from the wings. It was an embarrassment. You know, our best player, supposedly, one of our best players in Xavi, for me, looked like a headless chicken, didn't know what he was doing. He was just completely ineffective. And people can say, oh, you know, Xavi's a good player, and which you know, I'm sure he's going to become, no doubt. But I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for him because other players weren't doing their job. I'm sorry, I was watching Xavi and he couldn't do the fucking basics right. So as much as I'll listen to your opinion, Els, because again, I always like your opinion. I can't agree with this one. Yeah, no, I'm with you. But what scares me, guys, is where are we going from here? What's the plan? Where are we going? You've bought in it's a joke.
We can't sign any players because we're outside of a transfer window. We've got to ride this out and pray that we pick up maybe a couple of wins and the teams below us and around us don't pick up any extra points. That's literally all we can do is hope and pray.
It's hopium again, isn't it? It's hopium.
Do you know what I was just thinking, right? You know, like we've got 3 star players out, Maddison, Kulu, and Kudus, right? They're the 3 top players, right? In terms of technical skill and what they give to the team, right? They're probably thinking, if we get relegated, boys, we're injured. We better get on to our agents. You know what I mean? Like, because they're thinking of their futures as well. They don't want to go down to the Championship.
No,
right.
Agreed.
Right, we've got a question here, mate.
Here's a wonderful question for everyone, and I'll read it out, and then by all means jump in with your answers and what you think. Mario says, and big up to you, Mario, as always in here. Do you think the players are just not listening to managers' instructions? Frank, they treated him like Frank, they treated him like shit. Romero, VDV, Spence, etc. Tudor, VDD wouldn't give him the time of day on Sunday. Shitheads, he says.
Now, I'll
Go
just
on.
get this in. According
Yeah.
to Alistair Gold,
Yeah,
he was beckoning Dragusin over, not Van der Ven.
yeah, that's
Rubbish.
what I heard. Yeah,
You can see on the video. You can see on the video
I
it
haven't
was
seen-
VDB.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen it. I can't comment. I've been
I
at
I
work.
don't know. I don't know. Was it? I've watched that video 7 or 8 times, and every time I watch it, I'm like, he's looking across. He's not looking at Van der Ven. And then he calls Van der Ven over. Could it be that he is shouting at Dragusin? Dragusin can't hear him because he's in the middle. So he's beckoning Van der Ven over to tell his captain, right, you need to get this instruction over to Dragusin.
Could
It
be.
could be as simple as that.
Yeah.
Thing is, VDV doesn't listen to him. He just walks away. He just walks
Yeah, he's a
away.
bit annoyed.
But to answer that question, right? We've had nearly 2 years of the same thing. Look, we got rid of Ange, we got rid of Frank, I don't know how long Toodle's going to survive, but this is 3 different managers. At what point do people stop saying it's the manager? At what point do people stop doing that? Because look, at the end of the day, right, what I'm seeing on the pitch from these players is sickening. And you know what? I've not seen that. I can't remember the last time I saw that at Tottenham Hotspurs. None of them give a shit. They do not care. And I would say a vast majority of them want out of the club. And like I said, it comes back to the question, is it the manager, is it the players?
No, it's the owners, mate. We all know where the blame lies.
Oh, no, of course, 100%. But I mean, that's a whole nother ballpark.
Yeah.
But I would just be, look, on the pitch, because we've all sat there and we've asked the same question. When you look at this team, are we better than where we are? When you look at these players, are we better than where we are? For the past 2 seasons, I think stats suggest no, these players can't give any more than what they currently are. But what frustrates me is we'll watch games like PSG, like Man City, where we'll see these players shine and absolutely take control. But
Yeah.
it seems to be like you want to do that when you feel like it, boys. All I'm trying to say is I am not giving any of these players a single bit of leeway. After that Arsenal game, fellas and ladies, absolutely disgraceful. They should be ashamed of themselves. And you know what? I bet they don't even give a shit.
They don't, Benji, mate.
It's
They're
all about money.
playing for themselves. They're playing for themselves, and they're all
And the
most. But I would say half of them. I would say Romero, Spence, Van der Ven, Vicario, Porro, and maybe a couple of others are playing for a move.
Yeah. Because
They can all
I
go for
watch.
all I can.
I watch Leeds, right, and I watch Sunderland. Right, I like the northern teams. I wish I was born in the north, man. Bloody born in Tottenham, right? And sorry about that, Tottenham, right? But like you watch those teams, and they play as a team.
Yeah,
They fight for each other. Brentford, they fight for each other. Yeah, they break their blood and sweat. They leave it all out there. And then I watch our team, and it's a bunch of idiots playing. They're like strangers.
Look at Forest yesterday. Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they
Right? They lost, right? And they lost the game 1-0. But look at the fight they had in their team.
No,
Mhm.
They got robbed, by the way.
Especially-
Robbed.
especially that Anderson. I love him as a player.
They just play as
Great
a team
little
now,
player,
Ellie.
yeah.
You can
Younger
see.
version of Paulinho.
Do you know what? As well, I was watching. Right, I'm going to go talk about like fans for a minute here.
Well, mate.
I watched United and Everton yesterday, and do you know what? Right, the Everton fans are absolutely top draw fans.
Yeah,
They were with their team right the way up to the last kick of the game, even though they lost, which they were expected to lose to United, a resurgent Man United team. But their fans were just absolutely fantastic. Every time there was a tackle, they were roaring. It was absolutely deafening. Every time their players were running forward with a ball, they were cheering them on. You don't get none of that.
Yeah, but
That's
why?
because they've
Why?
got the
What's
working
what?
class people
There's a
in
question
there,
in it.
not the
Why?
fans.
Because their teams show fight. It's something we just don't do.
No.
These players
Yeah.
We haven't
refuse
for
to do.
ages.
That's why. So here's the thing. Like, say, okay, right. Look, I know our club status has shifted, right? But say we put in a performance, a hard fought, let's just say 3-2 loss or 2-1 loss, right? A hard fought and the boys turned up. I mean, I know this isn't where we should be at as a club because I don't think we should be hoping our players turn up to play a game. That's insane.
Agreed.
We've gone past the point of we want to win now. We've got to, God, I hope we show a performance. So what you're saying, it's essentially they cheer because their team gives them something to cheer about. The very fact that we're asked to make an atmosphere by the coaches and the players is an absolute joke. Give us something to make an atmosphere about. We've supported you non-stop our whole lives. For the last 2 years, you've not given a shit about this club. So why should we get up for you? It makes no sense to me, fellas. Sense.
That's what makes Sunday's result so galling, isn't it? Because we were all expecting, none of us were expecting a victory, but at least the minimum we were expecting was effort, desire, passion, and we got none of it. That's why I'm so upset with it.
Right, Mark, we got another question here.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Listen, before we get to this question, there's 90 of you in here. There's been nearly 100 of you in here for the last half an hour, right? Hit that sub button, please, if you don't mind. We're on the way to 1,000. I think we're just short of 900 now. So let's get us over 900 tonight. That'll be great. Hit the like button as well. I'm looking at the like thing here, and there's a terrible ratio going on. It's like, I don't know, it's like Matthias Tell conversion rates going on here. It's shocking. So hit that like button for us, please.
I'm not sure if it's me, mate, but YouTube is playing up.
Right. Well, there you go. But hit the like button anyway. Hit the sub button for Nige. Yeah, he's here giving his time as well tonight. He's on the way to 1,500. Yeah. Make sure you support Ellie over on her Instagram and her Twitter and all that other stuff that she does.
What's your Benji? Are you not with Dan on Hotspur Hood anymore?
Yeah, I was just getting there. there. Yeah, and get over.
Who did you say had 1,500?
Oh no, you can still go to Dan, can't you? I mean, still go and sub to. Is that got out already? Is it?
Nige is on the way to 1,500.
I put his link in earlier, mate. That's why I ain't said a lot. I've been messing about.
There you go. That's all right. And also Benji, get over to him. He's over on Dan's at the Hotspur Hood.
I'll put the link down the bottom somewhere.
As well. Sorry, Mark?
I'll put the link down the bottom somewhere.
All right, mate. No worries. Thank you very much. Yeah,
and what a great intro Benji did on that show as well. Brilliant.
Thanks. Yeah, that was really good. Well done, Benji. That was fun.
I'm at work, mate, and so I very rarely get to watch any YouTube anymore.
Smash a sub for everyone. That's what I say. Yeah, absolutely. Keith's put a question in here. We'll have some of this, Keith, to be quite honest with you. I think I know what the answer will be, but we'll see. Question for everyone. If all our players were match fit and we had no injuries, Keith asks, would we have beaten Woolwich? I'll go last.
No. But it would have been a tighter game. Still don't. I just think I look at Arsenal, right? First half that game, they were in first gear, and all they dared to do in the second half was just literally. And I said it when you on your watch along, Cookie.
Yeah.
I said, if Arsenal turn it up 1 or 2 gears, we are in serious trouble, and it happened, unfortunately. And I think in football ability, players, squad depth, they are minimum 5 years ahead of us. Minimum.
Well, they've been building for that long, Dave, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. While we keep sacking managers, they've stuck with one. and it's paid off inevitably, isn't it? It's paid off.
Oh yeah.
Well, not yet. They haven't won anything yet.
Well, they haven't
But
won nothing. They haven't won it yet, but I was saying to myself, before the pre-match show we had on here, I was like, I can start seeing cracks appear in their team, and never know, we could nick a draw or whatever. But oh God, was I wrong? They took us to the sword in that second half, and they embarrassed us. Absolutely embarrassed us.
No, but you're not alone. You're not alone. The amount of fans that thought we were going to get some sort of result was insane. Like, you hear some people, and look, I understand it, but you hear some people saying, look, everything is in Arsenal's favour, but we might nick a draw. I mean, to me, that's nonsensical. That doesn't make any sense in the slightest.
you have to put everything.
It's just hopium.
Yeah, it is hopium, right? It is hopium. But here's the thing: you don't even need to do this. But if you analyse the situation, look at Arsenal, look at Tottenham. Arsenal have got a couple of world-class players. Arsenal have some of the best players probably in the world right now. I mean, there aren't too many better out there than Gabriel. In terms of right wing, there aren't.
I don't think there's anyone better than Gabriel in world football.
Well, I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I think
Gabriel will give him a run for his money.
Stand him.
He's definitely top of dive, isn't he? Gabriel,
it's not just that. They've got class all over the pitch. Look at bloody hell, the midfielder English lad, Declan Rice. Couldn't remember his name for a second there. Declan Rice. There aren't too many better in the world than him right now. Again, might be another one that could be one of the best midfielders in the world today. Even down to Saka. Now, I know I wouldn't consider Saka world class, but I don't think any of you could name me too many better than Saka right now in today's footballing world. So it all sort of goes hand in hand. When you look at a team, and with a manager that sets them up a specific way, and has adapted over his years, we never had a chance to begin with. And matey boy's question a minute ago, if we had a full squad. Do you know what? Full squad, I still think we get absolutely slaughtered. Unfortunately, Arsenal are just head and shoulders above us right now. And listen, roles are reversed because it weren't so long ago. We were kind of in similar situation. Arsenal were down for the count and we were doing well. So, it's just another role reverse. But to me, anyone that thought we were going to get a result, like Ellie said, it was just copium. It was just copium. It was never going to happen. These players were never going to get up for this two-door geezer. If they're not going to do it for Ange, they're not going to do it for Frank. They sure as hell ain't going to do it for this two-door fella. So, yeah.
I'll just add on to that, right? It was either on here or when we popped on Savas last night, mate. I can't remember which show it was on. I said, you only got to remember, 6 years ago, we finished above them 6 or 7 years in a row. Yeah. And look where we were then. Look where we were. But they've stuck with the manager. The owners have invested in the squad. None of this, we can't afford 70 million. They went out and spent bloody 100 million. 105 million on Declan Rice. Where's that ambition from our owners? Where is it? And the roles are completely reversed. But they're more than completely reversed because Arsenal were behind us. But they weren't that far behind us, just that we had a good team at the time. And the ownership of this club refused to back Poch, refused to get him them few extra players that would have got us over the line and won us a league title. So all of it is on them. It's not on any of the managers. It's on them and the recruiting staff. The recruiting staff have got to hang their heads in shame, but it's the ownership for the neglect. And the neglect of the football. Whether they're building houses, hotels, and God knows what else they're doing, the team's falling to bits. And I would not be surprised if we get relegated this year.
100%. 100%. I'm still 60-40 personally. But do you know the difference, though? Do you know the difference, right? Lightning in a bottle. After that Champions League, right, you have to admit, I know we lost it, but being in that position is a position of power. At that point, we probably could have gone and attracted a large
Of
plethora of
course we
talent.
could.
And the difference between us and Arsenal right now is that when they caught that lightning, they built on it. They've currently got 7 players over £200,000 a week.
There you go.
Well over £200,000 a week. But what they've gone and done is after they've caught that lightning, they've gone and they've invested heavily. They've gone and got, you know, top quality talents like your Rices, so on and so forth, and they've paid top dollar to get them. And that's what you've got to do to bring in top quality players. Don't get me wrong. I know there's good players on lesser wages. I understand that. But when you are looking to go one way and one way only, you need the best of the best. And that's something Tottenham just didn't do and have never done, you know? So for me, that there is the defining difference between Spurs and Arsenal.
Yeah.
When Arsenal caught fire, they invested. We just didn't.
Yeah.
I said we're like a
It's like you
cosmetic
said.
company, aren't we? Go on,
It's
Mark.
like you said. It's like you said, Ben. Like the Champions League final, we could have attracted whoever we wanted. I think was it the season after we signed nobody, or was it before that? For 512 days, whatever it was. I think that might have been before it.
Yeah.
It was before it, wasn't it? But to be honest, this is the basic lack of ambition. You know, we was up there. I've said this 1,000 times on this channel. When Poch was here, top 4 was good enough. Top 4 was our trophy because Enic knew that the bloody Champions League money would roll in. All right, it's not like it is today, but there was 50, 60 million. That don't sound a lot these days, but back then it was a lot. Rolling in the club every year, guaranteed. And they would not push the boat out to get us over the line. Poch did everything he could with that team. Everything he could. When was it? When we were just about to move in now, he said it's all right having the house, but when you've got no furniture to put in it, it's a waste of time. That's basically what he said.
Can I ask you some quick fire questions that will make you feel sick? I've only got 4 of them. You ready for this? It'll make you feel sick. I'll ask all of you and chat as well. Okay, just quick fire. Is our stadium elite?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is our training facilities elite?
Yes.
Yes.
Is our financial infrastructure in terms of bringing in money, is that elite?
Yes.
It's the best. It's
Okay,
the
cool.
best in world football.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
more than
You know what? Bang on there, mate. You're right. Okay, last but not least, are our owners within the top 10 richest owners in world football?
Yes.
We're 9.
Yes, they are.
All right, so then can
Eighth
someone...
or ninth, depending on which one you look at.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
this is it. So can someone explain to me what the fuck we are doing for 2 seasons near the relegation zone?
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's not
It's
like
100% agree with that.
unexplainable.
Do you know what? Right, I'm watching.
Neglect.
Speaking of neglect, speaking of neglect and in squad depth and stuff like that. I'm watching at the moment a really good game of football. Atletico Madrid v Club Brugge. Fantastic game of football. Right? Atletico, this shows you the squad depth they've got. They have just brought on, and to kill the game off, they're currently winning 2-1. They've just brought on Antoine Griezmann and Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
Look at the levels. The levels.
Oh no.
Do you know what I mean? The cheek to have them 2 kind of players to come on as substitutes.
And do you know what's a shame? They're not a bigger club than us. They're not a bigger club. We're richer than them.
Well, we're
in terms of money, we can compete with them and more. But we don't.
Arsenal subs on Sunday would have been Tottenham's best players at the club. How do you feel about that one?
No.
Well, yeah.
Shocking.
Arsenal could have the injuries that Tottenham have got now and still field an 11 that would beat most teams.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But you think if their first 11 got injured, right?
Yeah.
Who's their sub goalkeeper? It's what's his name? Kepa, isn't it? Kepa, yeah.
Kepa.
Got Kepa, then you got left back. You've got when Skelly's out, he's been out for ages. But then they've got Hincapi and Calafiori. A right back. Oh, it's disgusting.
They got Ben White.
Ben White. They got Mosquera.
Hincapi when there's injuries, he comes in.
Yeah, they're not bad.
That's what I mean. This is what we haven't done for the last 6 years. We've not built on that Champions League final. All right, it wasn't a triumph, but who expected Tottenham Hotspur to be in a Champions League final?
I know.
No one. Everyone wrote us off in the first leg of the Ajax game. We were down and out. Everyone wrote us off.
They even wrote us off against Man City. They were the champions of England. And we won 1-0 at White Lane and then went up to their ground and we lost the game 4-3, but we went on 4-4, didn't we? We went through.
Away goals.
Away goals.
Away goals count double.
Yeah.
And this is a good point from Lee as well. We still owe 300 million on players we've already got in. We've got all the debt on the ground still that we're paying off. Relegation, let me tell you, everyone.
It cripples.
Right? Let me tell you, relegation, it don't kill Tottenham, right, financially, but it's serious money that they're going to lose.
They're going to lose hundreds of millions. They'll lose.
Yes, they will. It's an awful lot of money. And in some way, shape or form, once they've lost that money, you've got to remember, just because they come back up again, that 250 million's got to be, for them, because they're money people, has got to be made back up again somehow. Over time.
Beyonce concert there, mate.
Yeah, but all it'll be is, Mark, it will just be less transfers.
Yeah.
It'll just
there'll be a fire sale as well. We'd sell everyone.
Yeah.
If you guys watch the podcast that Sava put on his show today?
A little bit of it,
Because in the championship, there's a rule. Is it you have to stay within 15 or 50 million? Something like that.
15, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 15, I think it was.
15 million, right? Yeah. And how are they going to do that? They won't be able to do it. And then they'll have to explain themselves. Sav will be saying it, but I was listening, but I'm more interested in the more or less what's going on in the chat sometimes, because the chat sort of responds to what Sav has said. But it's going to be so difficult, and it's going to not bankrupt us, but it's going to put us in the shit financially.
Yeah, it will. It will. For a long time.
Now, the only thing I know about a championship is this, right? So I think for our season tickets, we charge like 1,100. Maybe one of you can tell me if I'm right.
For the cheaper ones,
Okay, fair enough. So going down to the championship, I know Watford are currently charging £979 for a season ticket. So I don't think there'll be a massive catch there. You've also got parachute payments, and the fact that our fan base is so big, we're going down into the championship, we'd essentially be doubling our games there or thereabouts. We're playing a lot more games.
4 more.
So how many? Is it only 4?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the
so 8 in total.
Okay. So it's 8 extra games, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the tickets would come down, but given the parachute payments, given the fact that our debt, now a lot of people talk about our debt when it comes to the stadium, because it was done during COVID, our repayment structure is next to nothing. It was a genius move. So if I'm brutally honest with you, I am not convinced getting relegated gets rid of our biggest problem, and that's what scares me. That's what scares me.
I know.
It may not be the case because, they'll lose money, but enough money to want to pack up and go, I'm not convinced. Judging by what I've seen, I'm not convinced.
Well, I think if they lose that much money anyway, Benji, they ain't going to go anywhere anyway. Do you know what I mean? They're going to wait till they come back up. Go on, Nigel.
I'll just butt in a minute. I completely, 1,000,000% agree with this comment from Lee.
We only bought in players with low wages and long payment deals instead of good players that complement other good players. That's criminal.
Yeah, agree.
What can you say, mate? What can you say? Look, let me just say, right, if we go down next year, it's going to be your senior players, like I said before, are going to be Archie Grays, Lucas Bergvals, all these youngsters that they've brought in, then they're going to add players like a Luca Williams-Barnett, a Byfield. All those players will be brought in. They'll all be brought up to the first team because it'll be championship football. Mikey Moore, they'll have him back. Vuskovic, they'll have him in. Yeah, you're
That's
going to have
good.
a team full of youngsters with a couple of players that they'll buy that have been around the championship a bit. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't mind that, though, Cookie. You know, I don't mind that because I can't stand the players we got now. I ain't against bringing all the youngsters in next season. At least it gives us something to get behind.
Yeah.
Not that I want us to go down.
It's sort of fallen out of love with the players, isn't it?
Can I just say as well, you look at what's happened since that stadium opened in 2019, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that's when it opened, right?
Yeah.
What's basically gone on is all the top earners that was at the club, Hugo Lloris, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, your bloke Ellie, Højbjerg to a certain extent, he was on a
Yeah,
fair
he was
wage.
on 120.
There you go. They've all been gone. They're all out, and we brought in youngsters on. Well, let's face it, we'd snap our hands off for a half of what they get paid, but it's not what
Not top
Harry
dollar.
Kane and Sonny. You could get 4 or 5 of them for what Harry Kane was on a week. You know, Harry Kane was top earner, money 200, 220 a week. Gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
It's like we've
Gone.
got a Marks and Spencer Stadium and we're doing Iceland stuff.
It's not even Iceland, it's
We're
Payment.
buying Iceland.
Are you suggesting a conspiracy theory?
More like Happy Shopper.
That's
Yeah,
Payment.
or the pad shop.
Yeah, it is Payment.
Hey, listen, are you suggesting a conspiracy here?
No, I'm
Because-
just saying this
No,
is how
no.
greedy. This is how greedy the owners are, and the dilution. I'm stealing the boss's words that way. The boss's words. It's a dilution of the club, just to make themselves more money.
I mean, this is going to sound batshit crazy, but it almost looks like getting relegated was the plan because let's be real, a vast majority of the players that we brought in is championship quality, fellas. You got to admit.
Yeah.
You know,
And to be
I
honest,
say it in jest, but
Why do you
And I'll
think
be
they're not
honest with
getting
you,
rid of Lange as well? They're not
I'll be
getting rid
honest
of
with you.
Lange because he's towing the line. He's towing their line.
Els, I
And
was
he's
speaking to
spinning out
someone
the
about
shit.
Vinay today. I was speaking to a couple of Arsenal fans about Vinay, Els. And do you know what
Yeah.
they both turned around and told me? They says to me,
Go on.
Benji, I've got absolutely no idea what you lot were doing bringing in Vinay.
I
They
know.
were both absolutely convinced that he was holding their club back. So, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
what does that tell you?
He's holding our club.
Unbelievable.
But the goon is holding our club back now. And that Lange, he hasn't done nothing. Right. And he comes out with that bloody interview. I wanted to smash my television when I was watching it. Honestly, I'm a Greek lady. I've got fire in my belly, you know. And then because he's towing the line, he's doing exactly what they want him to do. That's why he's not getting the boot.
There
He'll
you
be
go
gone.
then.
He'll be
So-
gone in the summer.
Listen,
He'll be gone.
it tells you everything about what's going on at the club. We're looking at the players that we've got now, yeah, and we're wondering where the lift's going to come from to get us out of trouble. We're all sitting here saying, well, if they ain't done it for this manager and they ain't done it for this manager and they haven't done it for the last 2 years, why does anyone expect it now? So I get that, right? I also get the point of what everyone's saying. Look, at the end of the day, they're contracted to us, right? If you're contracted, surely you've got to give your best. But
Well, if
they're
you
not
if you're
doing
never
that.
at the job you did, if you're never at the job you did and the job I do, we'd be at the road, mate.
Well,
You get
Yeah,
tight
this
your
is-
backside, off you go. See you later.
and I don't understand it, Mark. It's all about mentality at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And I don't understand why, that these players are getting away with what they're getting away with, whatever it might be. Yeah. But somewhere along the line, on which the show was titled tonight, what is the solution? What do we do? Because as I said this morning, my head's going around in circles, right? Because I really don't know, in the predicament that we're in right now. Yeah, forget about the longer term stuff for a minute, because that's another story on its own, all that lot. But just this 11 games now, where the hell do they get 2 or 3 performances out of what's available to us to play in a game. 13, 14 players, whatever it is. Please, someone help, because I really don't know.
Well, that's
I'm
a disgrace
stumped
to start with, mate. That we've only got 13 senior players fit, 12, whatever it is. You know,
I think where we are going wrong, playing players in the wrong position really doesn't help the situation, does it? Gray at right back, Spence at left back,
No,
in bloody
Ridiculous.
Conor Gallagher veering off to the right wing role. That ain't helping our play at all.
no
Do you know what I mean?
wingers.
No wingers. I mean, but the thing
It's
is,
ridiculous.
it's ridiculous.
Shambles.
It's like in the day we've got no, but we need to bring a little bit of balance in the squad. I'm telling you now, against Fulham, I think we should give this little Sousa a run. What have we got to lose? What have we got to lose? So you can put him a left back, a left-footed left back, playing left back.
Yeah.
Then you can put. Hopefully, I think did I hear this right? I think Porro should be available.
Hopefully available, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can bring Porro back in, give Spence a little lesson on the bench because he needs it, because he's getting too big since he's been called up for England. He's getting too big for his own boots, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right? Then you got Mickey, and unfortunately we've got to play Dragusin. We have to play him. We've got to play him in the centre in defence because Romero's suspended. Because I don't want to see Paulinho at centre back anymore. He's our anchor man in our midfield. He is a holding midfield player. He breaks up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then and then I would play. You go 4-3-3. I would play. See, this is where it gets harder when you go up top because we've got no wingers available. But you got to start rolling the dice with some of these things. I'm a midfield three. I'd go Paulinho, Holding. I would have
Sarah Gallagher.
Nah, I'd have Basuma.
I think we're going to need Basuma for this one because he's got a bit more experience. I know he ain't got the best ability and stuff like that, but he's got the experience. We need a few more experienced players in this fight we've got, and I would go with Gallagher as well. So you've got your free midfield there, and then unfortunately we've got to have Xavi's going to have to play on the left. He's got experience there for RB Leipzig. And do you know what? I would actually put Tell on the right. I know he's not the best player.
On the right.
And he doesn't really play there very often, but he's hungry to play. He wants minutes. He wants to play. Take him. I roll the dice on him, and I would. It's a coin toss with Solanke or Mawani or Richarlison, or maybe even put Richie on the left. Richie's done a job for us out there before. Do you know what I mean?
I'll do that as well.
Right.
I'd actually go Richie on the left. I would play Xavi on the right, maybe, or just as a what do you call it? We'll play a 4-2-2-2.
Yeah.
So you've got your two holding, which will be Basuma and Paulinho. Then you've got your two attacking midfielders would be Xavi and Gallagher.
Yeah.
And then you've got Richie and Dom or Mawani.
Yeah. I get that.
Right,
do you know what I mean? Because we've got to start. Oh yeah, go on, call it out, mate. Go.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to?
Yep, I'll do it, mate. Yeah,
Just before you do that, guys, Mia's just texted me. She wants the link. Is it still in the chat?
Yeah,
Mia's
Mark
not here,
can put
is
it in
she?
the chat again.
Yeah, it's pinned.
Yeah.
It's pinned, I think.
No, I never pinned it, mate.
Oh, sorry,
right.
mate.
Mia wants. I haven't spoken to Mia for a long time.
There you go. Yeah, Mia was on the other day with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she?
Yeah, she's more than welcome.
Benji's like, here we go again.
Nah, Mia's my girl. Mia's my girl.
Listen, Mia's all right. She's got.
Benji, you're going to go in hiding.
I'm not the one that needs to go hiding. Hold on, I'm not the one that needs to go hiding. She
You're
told me
gonna
we
get
were getting a result. She told me we were getting a result. She's getting cooked.
Boss, Was
Listen.
I over the pub?
Say that again.
Was I over the pub?
When?
Actually, I can see
When
it
Mia
now.
come on?
Yeah, I think so, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
were.
weren't about anyway. You weren't about anyway.
I
Anyway,
can send
listen.
it to her. I can
Yeah,
send
it's
it
all
to
right.
her.
I think
put it
Mark's
in the
put it in the
chat.
chat. Here she is. She's
Oh,
here
you
now.
put it in the
You
chat.
want to let
Good.
her in?
All right then.
She's here. I'll let her in. There you go. Mia's here.
Sorry, mate. I didn't realise.
Hello.
There she's
Hello,
here.
Mia.
Hey.
Hello, Mia. Just give us 1
Hello.
second. Let me deal with this super chat from Dilution. Big up to Dilution. With another super chat. Been very generous this week, Dilution. Thank you. He says, guys, this year could be hell for us. It's bad enough the Gooners potentially winning the league and maybe more, but my fear is Chelsea relegating us at the bridge.
Oh no.
It could get worse.
Please, no. I don't want to
They'd
see
love
that
it, wouldn't
Rory
they?
Jennings. Oh,
They'd love it, wouldn't they?
Oh, can you imagine?
Rory Jennings. Oh, he's already said it. Oh,
I'd go into hibernation.
There you go.
I'd hibernate for all next year.
There you
I'd
go.
leave the
Geezer
country.
is deluded. How he gets TV times beyond me.
I
Oh,
know. He's so pompous.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big up Dilution anyway. Big up Dilution, mate.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you very much.
Dilution. We appreciate that, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. We'll talk about it, mate. We'll talk about it. Welcome to Mia. How are you, Mia?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. It took me a day of being at the game because I didn't get home until like gone 10 o'clock. It was a long ass day, man. That was a long ass day to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't, and it was cold as well. It was quite, by the evening, it was quite chilly, even though it was warm during the day. By the time I got home, I had to wait, I had to change trains, so I had to wait at a station. It was bloody cold, I tell you.
It was warm in the pub where I was.
Yeah, I'm sure that it was, because the more alcohol you feel in your blood, you don't feel the cold.
I think you, Mia. Mia, I had to put up with all the Arsenal fans at Northumberland Park, Mia. Oh my God, they done my head in. Oh.
Yeah,
It was awful. I wanted to cry, but I just held my cool, right? And I just stared at them. I gave them the green. Yeah, you know
Just
what I
let
mean?
you know, Sunday I had Amstel on tap and I won 2 lamb shanks on the meat draw.
There you go.
bad.
So now you are.
Nice.
Happy days. Who was that? Go on. Who was going to talk? Someone going to talk? No? It must have been an echo. Sorry, it must have been an echo.
No, it's just me. I just went great goal. Sorry, Athletic.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, no worries, mate. Sorry, I thought someone was going to talk. Mia, tell us about the game then, Mia, and what you thought and what's the solution, Mia? Go on, give us the solution.
Do you know what? I think that it's really difficult to say there's one simple solution because the problem isn't just one problem, if you get what I mean. I think because there's so many problems, there's got to be many a solution, right? So I don't think it's as simple and black and white as this is the solution to this problem. Like, it's not really like that. I do think, though, that he will get us enough of the results that even if we drew a load of games, I think we can get enough points to stay up. I do think that. And I don't know, like, it was hard in that first, well, until the third goal, like, we really did try, but we felt so deflated. Now, I'm not one to ever really blame referees, but come on, that refereeing performance, ridiculous. That goal that Mawani scored should not have been chalked off, in my opinion. Like, that was a joke. But overall, I don't think we played. There was patches where we played all right. And I'm with you that I think that Xavi would run up the pitch, look around, and nobody's there.
Yes, Mia. You know it.
Football ain't a complicated game, right? It really ain't complicated. Keep the ball, pass it quick, attack together, defend together. It really ain't that complex. But I don't know, like, Tudor I think he was screaming at Dragusin. I don't think it was Mickey he was talking to, but I think it was Dragusin to move. And I think that they've probably got a bit of Frank still, like the thing that Frank's taught them in them. He did say they've got bad habits. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to get some of that out of them before soon or so rather than later, before we kind of get to that point of like in the real relegation battle, like really down in the goal, like nearing it. But Yeah, I don't think, like I say, it's really as simple as a one fits all solution, if I'm honest.
Like
Okay.
me, I was
Do-
just
do
thinking
you-
of what you just said. Like we're in the shit, but we haven't put our noses in it yet.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, isn't it? Like we can see the skadar, but we're not just quite there yet,
Yeah,
right?
Skadam means shit in Greek, by the way.
Do you all agree with the Gabrielle foul? Do you all think that goal should have stood? Because for me, that
Yeah.
was just genius level defending.
Yeah.
Oh,
thought it was
yeah,
very
don't
clever.
get me wrong. He conned the referee and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
what the
Oh.
referees, what VAR missed is that Gabriel jumped way too early. And he knew he weren't getting that ball. And he knew Mawani was right up his backside. And I
Problem
think
is,
the only thing that Mawani did wrong was put his hands on his back, and he didn't need to. But I think he was just doing that to keep his balance.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
put one hand.
This
He
is
put
why I
one
think it was
hand on the
genius level
back.
defending.
He
Because
did a push.
letter of the law. Sorry, Ali.
No, he just, what I was going to say, he put one hand on the back, he didn't push, and you watch, right? He jumps before the ball comes over, first of all, he misses it, and then he arches his back, and then does a bloody triple Lutz, that's what I called it, and slams to the floor. Right, what a
He didn't
cheat.
even push him though, Ellie, did he?
He didn't
didn't
push him,
push
he
him.
just,
But
he
guys,
just, you
regardless,
know when you're going
regardless,
to the ball, you naturally put your hand out, right? And then no push was made. That
no,
thing.
but the letter of the law, though, Els, is if you've got two hands on the back, that's
So
it. That's a
why
foul.
is it that we've had decisions like that go against us then, Benji? It's a flipping joke.
Wasn't
Because
two
they're
I
not
know it
hands,
is.
though,
Yeah,
it was
I
one
agree.
hand.
It is. But that's why I
That's
think that
It
was
was one
absolutely
hand.
fantastic defending from him because as soon
Yeah,
as he felt both hands, he went down like a
It's a
sack of shit.
cheat.
It's not a cheat. He's
He's
adhering to the letter
He
of the law.
He's
dived.
cheating.
He cheated because
He's
he dived,
cheating.
man. It wasn't a
No.
push.
Deliberately dived.
It's being intelligent, is what it is. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
And if
I
that
know.
was
Because
one of
do you
our
know how
defenders,
many-
we would have gone, that's fucking brilliant. If that was one of our defenders.
No,
do you
because-
want to say
Well,
something?
Romero did it. He done that, but he was actually pushed with two hands. He was actually pushed, whereas
And they
Milani
kept the
doesn't
goal.
push him. Yeah, they gave the goal.
So,
No,
and
I
Joe,
hear you.
what
I
else,
agree.
right?
It's disgusting.
How many times did we get when Mawani basically he got the ball and he got around the player and it was a foul, and when we watch Xavi getting kicked to pieces, nothing, then they get a little kick and
Yeah.
they fall to the floor and they get it. That was a
I
joke
know.
performance from that referee, man. A joke. There's so many incidences that you can think of, and normally there's maybe one or two, but I can tell you about 10 different incidences that I saw that were an absolute bloody joke. Even at one point, the linesman he flagged for us to get the throw in, then he flagged for them to get the throw in, and the ref had to tell him, what's a bozo? What's an
It
absolute
is-
It's
bozo?
almost, did you guys watching on the telly?
Hang on a
Did you
minute,
see all the delays?
Ellie, hang on a minute. It's playing the game now. It's playing the game. Like Arsenal are very clever with the play acting, if you want to call it that,
They did need to do that though.
and all that. No,
Because they're good enough.
they
They're
didn't.
good enough without that. That's
Well, I
what
know.
teams
I
that have
know,
got
but
lesser
this
players
is-
do.
No,
This
but that's
is
what
where-
winners do. They'll use the dark
This
arts.
is where we're a bit.
Yeah, look where that got them for the Wolves game. Absolute bunch of bellends. Don't get me started.
Yeah, Belly.
Yeah, man.
The thing is, though, we weren't complaining when Harry Kane was getting those clever free kicks in
Yeah.
and around the box, were we?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
for me, it was a foul. As soon as his hand's on his back, sadly, it is. The
It is
problem
these
is
days.
consistency.
It's
And
no,
Colour
because
of the
hands
law.
on your back isn't a foul. A push is a
So
foul.
I
A
understand.
push.
I understand the fans' frustration, but for me, as soon as his hand's on his back,
But
It's
it's
just-
a push that's the foul. Not
It's
right. You can
literally just
push
like
him.
sorry, but this is a joke because do you know what the rules are? It's not putting your hands because we see it all the time when players are pushing and like having their arms out. Arms on their back isn't a foul. It's the pushing that's a foul, and that's why he faked it because he knew he didn't get pushed.
Yeah,
And that was
true.
genius.
100%.
It's being clever with the rules. That's all it is. It's just being
No,
very
it's
clever.
conning
and
the
very
referee.
switched
That's what it is. It's
on. No,
conning.
it's being very
I
switched
don't
on.
like unsportsmanlike behaviour.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
mate.
not just like that,
That
but
was
I mean,
unsportsmanlike.
Mourinho tells his players to do that sort of stuff all the time. It's just the dark arts, and if you're smart enough to bend the rules, it is what it is. I'm afraid. I mean,
Did
this
you
is
know-
frustration.
Here's an interesting one
that's
for
part
you.
of the game. That's part of the
Did you
game
know-
these days.
Is an interesting one for you. When Mourinho was manager of Madrid, they'd have certain like mini training sessions on like cheating the referee, conning referee, like diving and making.
Yeah,
But
it's all part of the game these
know what I mean?
days.
Unfortunately,
Misusing every
yeah.
aspect of the game to your advantage. That's what it is.
None of us like it. None of us like it, but unfortunately, it's part of the game. I wish they could get.
We're not saying it's not part of the game. We're just saying that
But
that
you know
was
what?
particularly
Joe,
a
I
bad
wouldn't-
decision.
I wouldn't mind if it was part of the game if we get the same decisions, but we don't. We never get
Yeah.
the same decisions. So it's okay if it's part of the bloody game if the rules apply for everybody, but it bloody well don't. That's my
Well,
problem.
I think
It's like
Do you
Nige said.
remember?
It's like,
Do you
it's
remember
like
when
Nige said.
Bentancur? Do you remember when Bentancur gave the penalty away at Newcastle? Yeah, and he was getting huddled. He's getting pushed. He was pulling. The other player was pushing him, and then they both fell to the ground and they got a penalty. Yeah, that if you saying that's dark arts, Bentancur didn't get away with it.
No,
Whereas
but
Gabriel
unfortunately,
does.
it's
There's
like
no
Nige
Can I
said.
consistency.
Can I
It's
just
like
give you-
Nige said. It's
Hang
like
on, one
Nige
time.
said. It's like Nige said. We never used to moan when Harry Kane used to get cheap free kicks because some of them were a bit, you know what I mean. When he used to get penalties
Yeah, he used to
and all
ride
that,
tackles.
we never ever moaned once. But
He
it's
was
part
very
of the game,
clever
I'm
at
afraid,
getting
these days.
free kicks. Yeah, of
Oh,
course he was.
Unfortunately,
But he never
unfortunately-
cheated like that in the penalty
He
box.
never dived. I don't think he
Have you
dived.
seen Harry Kane do that?
No,
No.
the girls have got a point. I mean, look at that Romero challenge not so long ago. I was
Yeah.
convinced that wasn't a red, but letter of the law is if studs touch,
Can I
the studs
just
touch.
say-
It is what it is. But
We,
I'm not being
Joe,
funny.
Joe, we're at the top of the table for us getting the most cards with the least fouls. That just shows you what
Yeah.
that is bad, man. That we get the most cards for the least amount of fouls. And guess who gets the most fouls for the least amount of ones?
Yeah.
Oh, guess.
The
Can I
Gooners.
give you a little clue? The cheaters down the bloody road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who gets the bloody most. So don't give me this BS that there's like everyone says, I don't believe in like blaming refs, but don't give me this BS that this is the dark arts. Mate, all these referees buy into their BS and it's a joke.
Yeah. How many
One thing
penalties-
I
how
did
many
notice,
penalties-
one thing I did notice on the weekend, right? Saka got so much protection from the ref.
Yeah.
So
He
much
did.
protection. Every time
Yeah,
he
he's
got a
like
little
star
touch,
boy.
he went down, ref free kick. He got them about 7 free kicks in dangerous
Yeah.
areas against us. And
I know.
I'd say maybe 2 of them were fouls.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Screaming.
But guys, I'm not saying for 1 second that would have made us win the game or that we could have won that game, but I'm just saying the referees are so bloody well inconsistent. It is an absolute
Yeah.
joke. Like I'm not
Yeah.
somebody who thinks like we've got to rely on the referee because that's not how it should be at all. That's not what I'm saying.
Put it this way, Mia. We've not had one penalty all season. Not one.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're never in the
well,
box.
because we're never in the
Joe, what?
penalty box. That's why.
No,
Oh,
Joe,
we-
what, right? Since
Oh,
that
we get in the box.
Do you not think since that Liverpool game, they made that decision and we shouldn't have got that decision? I do reckon that's something, man. Because if you think about how many penalties we've had since then,
Since the Liverpool game. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, Mia. Yeah, I get where you're coming from with that. Yeah,
Two
that's
ugly
going to be
Greek ladies, aren't we,
the other
Mia?
way.
Hey Cooks, hey
Hello.
Cooks, hey Cooks, hey Cooks.
Yeah, go on, man.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Let me get my setup. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is, Guy.
He's
You
a
guys had a
joker, isn't
drink.
Right, mate. Mate, I'm going to make my sandwiches and I'm going to get an early night.
Oh, he's off. He's off.
Yeah,
The sheriff's
I'm
off.
off.
he? He's
down
going
for
to
2
make his
hours.
cheese sandwich.
Sheriff, please, just before you go, don't forget to set the brunch up for tomorrow, mate.
I'll do it as soon as I leave here, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers,
Yeah.
mate.
All right.
Nice one.
See you
What's
later.
this that Danny's
Good night,
just said?
Sheriff.
Have you guys
Take
seen
care,
the Premier
Sheriff.
League
Big up,
CEO
mate.
said? Take care, Sheriff.
He
Danny's
say?
question, Danny's thing here. Have you guys seen what the Premier League CEO said? It's actually insane. Does anyone know?
No, I've
what
missed
he's
that,
talking
Dan.
about?
No, go
I
for
have
it.
no idea.
Does anyone know?
No,
Nah,
what did he
someone get it
say?
up.
No.
Been
One
on
sec.
podcasts.
Let's have a look. See, can anyone get it up on a screen? Because I can't do that. Not on this screen, but can anyone see it at all and read it out? Or
I'll try and find it first.
all right, mate. No worries. No worries. No, we'll have a look. I think Benji's having a look for that. That's fine. Where are we on here? Cool. Mark's nearly got us to the bottom though. That's unbelievable. That. So what was all this about then? I mean, I've just gone out the room and there's been an explosion about refereeing. I mean, what's happened? Is it about the Mawani foul or something like that? It's got to be, isn't it? Is that what you've been talking about? Right. Okay. Well, unfortunately, in today's rules, even though he dived, and I know he dived,
Soft, wasn't it?
right? We know he dived, right? You can't put your players on. You can't put your hands on anyone. If the ref sees that, regardless of how hard he's pushed, or in today's game, unfortunately, 9 times out of 10 they're going to give a foul for that. But on the same thing, I do agree with what Mia's saying. Since that Liverpool VAR result the other season, last season, whenever it was, it does seem like it's took a whole U-turn. Surreal McCoy's put a thing in here. If I can find it, it's just up here a little bit about how many fouls. There we go. So he's put, we have something like 4.5 fouls per yellow card, which is the highest amount in the Prem. Woolwich are the exact opposite with 8 to 9 fouls per yellow. He says it's biased refereeing against Spurs.
DK's asking to come on, Cooks. Do you want me to send you the link?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, of course he can.
Before you go any further, I'm going to jump because I've got...
Yeah, man. All right, Nigel. Really appreciate you coming on, man. Really appreciate it. See you in the morning, yeah?
Pick up, Nigel.
Take care,
Join you in the morning.
Right?
Yeah, no worries.
All right, mate. No worries, mate. Thanks, Nigel.
DK, I've sent that out to you, mate. I mean, all I'm seeing it's about international games.
No, there's an article here. It says CEO David praised the proposal to stop sports teams from forming deals with unlicensed operators and urged the Premier League to take action. I can click into it and get a bit more of the story.
What's his name? David something? Because I'm looking at a guy
Stella
called...
David, his name is.
I'm looking at a guy called Richard Masters.
Entain's chief executive.
I've just got Premier League chief. That's all I could see. I just looked at...
Danny will explain it when he comes on anyway, won't he?
CEO David.
Up to you, Maz. Maz, if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome, mate. And Chris, and you as well, mate. If you want to come on and protect the refs and all that, jump on, mate. I can put the link back in the bottom of the chat again if it helps anyone out. If you can just bear with me.
So what it is, right? I think that we're all saying about it, but what it is, it's about consistency, isn't it? It's like, it's consistency that they're lacking. And that obviously we've had ones that haven't exactly, well, worse than that, haven't gone our way. And if you've got your arms stretched out and you're not actually pushing them and then they dive, that's bad because they've been doing that a lot and they don't get booked for diving, yet we get booked for diving. We've got the most, like I say, the most cards with the least amount of fouls in the Prem. And I think that says a lot about the refereeing decisions, that there's such a big gap between us and the people at the top, them a-holes down the road.
Yeah, fair play, Mia. Fair play. It's all right. I'm just trying to sort this link out. Dave, do you want to say anything about it?
Well, it's that just overall, really, I think, just a quick one, really. I think the standard of refereeing has dropped so badly this year. It's got to a whole new level of absolute poor. I mean, I watch the Champions League and stuff like that, and the referees try their hardest to keep the consistency of the flow of the game going.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, that look at what happened at the start of the game the other day. There was like communication error, wasn't there, with their earpieces and all that. I'm like, oh, come on.
Links in the bottom of the chat. If anyone wants to come on, carry on.
It's funny because they were doing just fine for 100 years before VAR came in. You know what I mean? You're telling me that line couldn't have just fucking carried on for till half time? It's a joke. Absolute joke. I think we were sitting there for what? 6 minutes.
Put your flag up. If there's a problem, put your flag up.
Funny enough, that's
what-
what it's in your hand for, mate.
Exactly.
There you
And they
go.
never had this technology before. Technology's supposed to help, not ruin the game. But it's ruining the game, honestly.
I mean, goal line technology for me is absolutely fine, but this
Yeah,
whole
that's fine.
VAR shite
Even
is just...
and Joe, even the automated offside now is better because that does make it better for sure because it makes it easier to be able to tell, innit? Like I think that makes it that bit better. So I do think
Are we
that's probably one
whinging
of
about? Are we whinging about refs? Are we whinging about refs?
Yeah, refs are
Well, now,
useless.
Guy,
Here's
Be
the thing.
nice.
Here's the thing.
Be nice.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I played a game. I play futsal, 7-a-side, 6-a-side, also 11-a-side. Decisions don't go our way, but here's the problem: a decision doesn't go our way, and all of a sudden, our players fold. Are our players mentality wise just see it as, yeah, it's done, we fold, it's all right, game's done, game's over?
No, because that's not what was
we are
said.
now?
None of us said that it's an excuse for how the players behaved. All we're saying is the inconsistency in refereeing isn't like it's bad there's such an
human.
inconsistency. Yeah, but that's what VAR is meant to be for. But that's what VAR is supposed to be for, right? To help them
No.
out, to make sure if they missed anything that they. Yes, it is. It's supposed to be for them to check any errors, right? That's what it's there for.
An
The thing
unforced error,
is, Mia, once
but
they
it
make
is
that,
what it
once
is.
the referee makes the decision, they're not going to overturn it. They said that on the match of the day as well. They can't overturn it.
Yeah.
They
It's
can
just
overturn it,
given.
Ellie, because they can send them to the monitors, so they can
But
overturn it.
that decision didn't go to VAR though. The referee
No.
made the decision, and then VAR don't get involved.
Yeah.
No, what I'm trying to say is that's what the VAR is supposed to be for. It's supposed to check if they've made an error, and then they're supposed to tell them to either go to the monitors or make. Because we've seen it before where they've overturned a referee's decision and told him go and check it on the monitors.
I'm sorry. I'm not prescribing. I'm not prescribing to this idea that Here's the thing: referees are just like us. They are just human. Humans make mistakes. I will always back referees. No. Here's the thing. Tottenham Lone Wolf. I understand you, but I have to come at this from the angle of like, look, these guys have to ref a game, and they will make mistakes. And these mistakes are all over the Premier League, the Premiership, and also the first division, right? These people are human.
So therefore, you're saying they do make
No,
mistakes.
but what she's saying is if VAR is there to make the game perfect, then why is it not being made perfect?
No,
Why are
it's
there so
not
many
there
mistakes?
to make the game perfect.
But what my point is you're
cannot
saying they're
be
making mistakes.
perfected.
That means if they're making mistakes, that means they were wrong for some of the decisions they make, which is what we're saying. That's exactly what we just said.
Yeah.
So you're actually just proving my point, actually.
But here's the thing. Do not dwell on the mistakes. Don't dwell on their mistakes.
You can't tell me what I can and can't do. We're discussing it. You can't tell me not to dwell on it or not. We're discussing it. So don't tell me what I can and can't do or how I can and can't think. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think you are to tell the people don't dwell on it. You're telling us not to dwell on it, but we're just discussing it.
People, let's be nice.
We're discussing it, man. We're not doing anything wrong by discussing it.
I didn't say that you were.
We're just saying it was unfair because it wasn't a push.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's not a foul.
And he cheated. He cheated.
That was a dive. It was a blatant dive from.
Dive.
If you actually watch, I've watched it like 20 times. And if you watch, as the ball is coming, as it's coming over, the guy Gabriel is planted into the ground and he's about to jump. Right? Then he's backing into Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani is just trying to shield him from backing. That is literally what he was doing. And as soon as he felt a hand on him, the slightest touch, he jumped and dived. That's what he did.
He did a Micah Richards. He did a Micah Richards.
It was like he was flying in the air. Yeah, it was like he was
his back theatrically, and he
it
dived.
was 100% a dive, right? And the fact that it was not a foul but a dive, this is why the goal should have stood, because Muani did absolutely nothing wrong. The incident that was wrong was that the player dived. And also, let's be honest, Muani should have had a red card in the beginning, earlier on in the game, when Muani was one on one, and that ball came over the top, and all you see is Gabriel not even looking at the ball, and he just runs straight into him. He's looking dead at Muani and just takes him out. That is a fucking foul. That's a foul.
And he didn't even get a card for
that's what the discussion was, consistency.
Yeah, do you know
nothing.
Daddy, do you know what Phil P said to me at that given moment? He goes, he said to me, this is a fix, right? They want the bloody league title to go to...
And do you know why, Ellie?
The last game, because it's money.
Yes. And this is what I was going to come on to explain, right? So, do any of you guys know who Richard Scudmore is? Scudmore. He was the former
Scudamore.
Scudamore. He was the former CEO of the Premier League before the new guy who's there now, which is Richard. Was it Richard Masters or something? Anyway, if you listen to an interview that he had back in, and I've got it up if you want me to share the screen, an interview back in 2016 or 17. Listen to what he says. It is literally basically saying we're going to fix things to try and make other teams win the Premier League. And why do you think they want to do that? Because it's money. Because the only reason the Premier League want different teams to win, right, is because it generates more revenue for them globally because of TV rights. That's it. That's literally the reason. Everything is about money. I'm going to share this screen, right, and see if see if you can play it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Where is it?
Let me keep clicking on these.
It is this one.
Interesting subject, though. To be honest.
Let me know if I've just shared it, so it should be in your at the bottom on your.
Just quickly, guys, I've got to jump off because I need to eat something. I've not even had a dinner or anything yet.
All right, Dave. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you, mate.
Having me on. Appreciate it as always, and I'll always jump on the next one. Big up, panel.
Always
well done, Dave.
See you later, Dave.
Lovely getting your contribution again. Always brilliant.
And just last one. People in the chat, please make sure you subscribe, like the channel. It's always a massive help, and to everyone else on their panel, to their channels as well. It's always a massive help. Yeah.
Big up, Dave.
Take care.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Dave.
Try and whack me in the light. Try and keep yourself sane, folks. I know it's hard, but let's just try our best.
Of course, Dave. Of course. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it as always. Thanks, mate.
See you later.
Ta-ra, mate.
See you, mate.
Yeah, who was chatting before Dave was going off? Was someone talking? Was it Danny?
Yeah, Danny.
Oh, Danny was saying about share the screen. Right, got it. Hold on a second. If I press that.
See if you can hear the sound. I'll play it now, right?
Yeah, go on, mate.
Disrespectful to any club. We have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plans. Being disrespectful to any club, we have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. And that is nothing. That doesn't mean to say we don't want any team to win it. It just means we would rather see some sort of rotation. So without being disrespectful.
You hear that?
Club,
yeah.
He's literally saying they'd rather want a different team to win it every couple of years, every 6 years, than to have the same team win it. And why is that then, mate? I wonder why. This is why I genuinely believe the Premier League is fixed. Like, I genuinely believe it. Like,
mate, you're clutching a fucking
to an extent.
There,
no. To an extent, mate. Why is it that there's so many incorrect decisions, mate? Why is it that the same foul is given in one game but not in another game?
Referees are human beings, and human beings give
No, I
decisions.
So if they're human
There's
beings,
not
why
a
do they do it for
conspiracy
one and not for the
theory.
other? Why are they making mistakes for
if the rules
us
are the rules
and not Arsenal?
and they're disobeying the rules, then how does that work?
Go on.
No.
It's madness. Go on.
So
Benji,
you're saying
what-
there's no fixing after you see that? The
No,
CEO?
there is
100% there's fixing. 100%.
I think that's just bullshit, clutching at straws.
100%.
Personally, I don't know where you're getting that from. Just because he says that, it's
What
just
are
a
you
statement.
talking about?
What
There's
world do you live in?
So because when he turns around and says
live
he'd
in?
just like to
Hang on,
see a
one
new
at a
name on
time.
the trophy,
One
or
at a
something,
time.
Hold on. We live in a world that is run by rich people, right?
Yeah.
Who do you in America,
Come
who
on,
do you think
mate.
runs the country? It's not Trump. Well, Trump is rich himself, but it's the people who fund him. They're the
So
people
this
who make
conspiracy-
decisions.
You think the main man's going to come out and go, "Yeah, it's true. We just want a different name."
Yeah,
on the
what are
trophy."
you
It was
talking
just a
about?
fucking-
Wait, what? Hold on. What are you talking about? Because do you not live in the real world?
There's such
Yeah,
thing as guilty
every
by
day I walk
implication. There's such thing as guilty by implication. What he's implying is that the Premier League, they would rather that things like they were saying with not, he didn't say fix it, but the way he worded it was basically we want to do everything in our power to make that happen, which is implication of they're going to make sure that happens, right? Because they're going to do everything in their power. When you say I want to do everything in my power to
Yeah.
make something happen, what are you implying? That's an implication, right?
100%.
Okay, so essentially
We'd like to see.
the NFL essentially puts.
We're not talking about the NFL. Who's talking about the NFL? That's an American sport. We're talking about the Premier League here.
I just won't.
Do you
talk then. I
know
just
anything
won't
about
talk
Italian
then.
football? Do you know
I
anything
just
about Italian
won't talk
football?
Then.
Do you know anything about Italian football?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, but there is no.
Do you know how
conspiracy
much shit goes on in Italian football? Do you understand that?
Yeah, you're shooting to Italian football. Okay, cool. It's all
Yeah,
good.
the corruption is everywhere. Who do you think is the biggest corrupted company on the planet? FIFA. FIFA, the biggest corrupted company on the planet. You think that everyone goes by the rules? Come off it, mate. What planet are you living on?
that's right.
Fucking
It's
hell.
everywhere.
Yeah, whatever, man.
I suppose Juventus were
Whatever.
relegated for match fixing.
Oh, really, Benji? Oh, apparently
it's a statement.
everyone is honest in real life,
I still think it was just a statement. I don't think there was anything in it, but
especially when it comes
I
to
have
money.
no idea what I walked into, mate. I have no idea.
Anyway, on that note, I've got stuff to do, so I need to hop off. But I'm going to let Danny take over the
I'm
mantle.
all right. I'm actually in the middle of something as well.
Right, well, I'm going to hop off as well.
I actually came on to hear you rant, Mia.
Oh, you missed it. I ranted earlier, man. I did have a little rant.
I was listening.
I did have a rant, man. All right, well, I've got to go. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, thanks,
See
Mia.
ya.
Bye,
Thanks
Mia.
for coming on.
Right,
Take
no, it's
care.
right, babe.
Bye, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Lone Wolf.
There you go.
I want to hear Elliot rant now.
Now there's 6 of
Yeah,
us.
no, I agree with you, Danny. There's lots of fixing in football. There is. It goes on. For God's sake, if you don't think there is, you're blind.
Yeah, clearly.
Honestly.
Look at Tonali, like match fixing, like betting fixing and stuff. They do things in matches to skew bets and stuff. It goes on all the fucking
I'm not
time.
being funny. Just
So
because
what
I
are you-
disagree with that last statement that was made, okay? I don't think there was anything
Hey,
on
Benji,
it.
I
I don't know.
agree.
Listen to me, mate. Listen to me.
Facts.
bro.
Whoever said
There is-
Cyril
there is-
McCoy's facts.
There is match
Facts.
fixing in football. It is a
Absolute
known
facts.
thing. It's not a
Of course there
joke.
is.
Juventus were relegated
It's
for
the
it,
lady
mate.
was
It's
done
a
for
thing.
it.
Mate, there's corruption in every walk of life. It's not just football. And if people think it doesn't happen in football, then you're fucking delusional.
Look at all the money Chelsea move around into different companies.
Chelsea are owned by
Yes.
Newcastle's owners.
City. Manchester City getting away with
Chelsea
all
are
their
owned
Chelsea.
by the Saudi PIF fund. They are, and Clear Lake Capital is a subsidiary of. They're the biggest. They're the biggest shareholder. And this is what I'm saying. They are literally owned by the same fucking company, same PIF fund.
Yeah.
And that's not corrupted, no?
And
There
they
you
sell
go.
the players. They sell the players to get without under the P. What's it called? P. You know when you have to stay under the bracket. What's that called again? PSO. PSR. That's
PSR.
it. Yeah. They all,
True. This comment true. That is true, Dan. We were just shit.
Yeah, we were absolute dog shit.
yeah, we lost the game because we were dog shit. But goals change games, right? We've seen it when Wolves equalised. How Arsenal reacted.
Yeah.
They went to dog shit. Who's to say they wouldn't have panicked and we would have got a draw out the game? You don't know.
No,
You
Ellie,
don't know.
Ellie,
You
Ellie,
don't
can't
know.
say
It's
that
true.
would have.
She's
You
right.
can't
Ellie.
say
You
that
don't
wouldn't
know.
have happened.
You don't know.
You don't know. You can't put your hands in your head.
I don't know.
All right, how comes, right, Wolves got a
But
draw,
you don't know.
right? Right, they got a worldie goal and then they scored
Yeah.
again and then Arsenal went to shit.
Yeah, but we completely folded. We
We-
weren't
But
that
I'm not
good in
saying
the
that.
first
I'm not
half.
saying that. I'm saying if the goal stood, what would the score be? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Because goals
True.
breed
Nobody knows.
confidence.
It's
True.
You don't know.
Arsenal
You don't know if Arsenal were going to win. You can't put your hand on your heart and say,
we
you can
lost.
say it's a
4-1.
probability because they're a better player. They've got
We
better players.
lost
But you can't say 100%.
We lost 4-1.
Yes, but you're not listening to me.
Yeah, you're not
I
listening.
said,
You're not listening, mate.
you're
Why aren't
not
you listening?
mate. I said, if that goal stood, you
It can
don't know
change a
how
game.
the game,
Yeah,
changed, goals change
100%.
games.
100%.
We've seen it millions of times in world football.
100%.
Look what happened in the FA Cup final against Man City. We were losing 2-1 and then we equalised and then we battered them.
Not just that, Ellie. It's what I saw in that game, right? Is if we had
They were
no
lucky
right
to lose.
we
They
had
were lucky
no
to get 3-2.
but we
Man
had no
City.
right to score. We had no right to score goals in that game, period. But the fact that we managed to get 2 goals, which were perfectly fine, and we came back twice against them at home, that could have changed it. It could have changed something. You never know.
Nobody
Because
knows.
as soon as they scored that third one, the team gave up. They gave up.
So it's
No.
not from the first goal.
Look,
It's not from the
look.
second goal. It's from the third goal we conceded. We gave up. Okay,
You're still
cool.
not listening. We're
Well,
saying
they
about
did. They gave
if
up
the
after
goal
the third
stood.
goal. Of course they did. It's fucking clear. Everyone could see it.
I was at the stadium. I was there.
Yeah, and the people who I know who were
So
at the
was I.
stadium, including Ellie, was all saying that after that third goal, that was it. Everyone just stopped cheering. Everyone, they just gave up.
Yeah,
The
people
fans
started
gave up.
leaving.
Everyone gave up.
There you go. I'm going to come in here while there's a word break and welcome in Dr. Tottenham Therapy, who I know.
Hello, guys. You all right?
Hello, mate. What's your name? Sorry,
My name's Anthony.
Anthony. Nice to meet you, Anthony. Now I
Nice to
know
meet
that
you.
Anthony, he's starting his own channel. He's had a little go at it, and it didn't turn out too well for whatever reason. But I'm going to say to everyone that's in here now, get over to Anthony because he's just starting his channel, and a few subs for him will help. Go on, mate.
I had a few connection issues last night when I was trying to do it.
Yeah.
I did a little live this morning, but not for very long. I just wanted to test out my connection, and it worked okay this morning. So yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. How are you, Anthony? You okay? What's your feeling on Tottenham at the moment, mate? Talk to us.
I think we're going down. I agree with a couple of you saying about the other day when obviously when we got back to 2-2, anything could have happened. Like goals do change games, and as much as we were awful on Sunday, and 4-1 probably was a fair scoreline of how the game panned out.
Yeah, definitely.
If we did get back to 2-2, you don't know how Arsenal would have reacted. They might have crumbled.
Got nervous.
Yeah, anything could have happened. But I just don't believe we like for a relegation battle. I don't believe we've got fighters in our team, and I think Leeds, West Ham, and Forest have all got players that have been there and done it. And I look at our team, and none of our team have really been there and done it. And I look at them, and I think a lot of them have sort of checked out. So I'm a little bit worried about that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get that.
Fair dues, fair dues. When you say about you fear that we're going down, Anthony, is it a fear of the players are just not good enough? Is that how you're seeing it? Or do you feel that it's a coaching issue, or is it just a mentality from top? What is it that you're seeing about Spurs and maybe have seen over previous months and whatever that says to you that we're not going to get out of this?
But it can't always be the manager's fault, can it? And I look at those players that are available. If we had all our fit players, then I don't think we'll be in this position. But the players that are available,
Agree.
I don't think they're good enough to get out of the situation, and they don't have experience of being down at the bottom. I think some of them think they're better than they actually are. So I think I just think those players that played on Sunday are just simply not good enough. Not good enough for Tottenham, and I'm really worried. I think, and like I said, I think players. I think Nottingham Forest have got a better side than us, actually.
Yeah.
There you go. There
Completely
you go.
agree, Anthony, mate. Completely agree.
So,
there you go.
So
I don't think we're going to go anywhere with Enic and charge.
Yeah, I hope he hasn't frozen. Oh, he's back. Go on, mate. You froze. Go on. What did you say, Anthony?
Oh, sorry. I think while Enic's in charge, nothing will ever change, and no matter what they say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's just rubbish. I don't believe a word of it.
Yeah, it's all lies.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fair enough, Anthony. That's fair enough. So the programme was called tonight. What are the solutions? As you all probably know, I had a right bang on this morning on the brunch. And I'm not happy, and I do these shows because I want to hear what all you people have got to say. I want to hear what the chat's got to say, and this isn't about us tonight. It's about everyone else, because we get to talk on here all the time about our opinions, but a lot of you are not on here all the time. I know Ben's on Dan's a lot, and Guy's doing his thing. Danny pops onto channels and whatever else, and Ellie does, and now Anthony's going to be doing his thing as well. I am seriously worried. I'm like Anthony. I've been worried for weeks, personally. Like, I don't know what it is, 7-8 weeks, something like that. I have been worried. And unfortunately, what I was seeing is coming to fruition. That Tottenham, the players at Tottenham, are just not good enough. For whatever reason it is, I think there's players there that haven't released their full potential yet, like a Xavi, like a Kudos. Yeah, Kudos come in. He was 2 and 3 upped within 2 games.
Yeah, but he's injured, bruv.
And now he's injured. Do you know what I mean?
Overplayed.
Whatever it is, Guy, it don't matter if it's overplayed, underplayed, whatever they are, there are not enough players in this team, in this squad.
No talismans.
No, there's not. There's not any Mavericks. There's no talismans, whatever you want to call it.
They don't play as a team. They don't play as a team. Like I said, I watched Forest, I watched Sunderland, I watched Brentford.
Yep.
They all fight for each other. They play as a team. They've got the right structure, the right people in the right places. They might not be better than our players, but they've got continuity because they've got their wingers.
Cohesion.
They've got cohesion in the team.
Thank you.
It's like jagged. We've got round pegs in square holes. It's ridiculous. How we're. I feel sorry for the managers.
Same.
I've got sympathy.
Yeah, this is the biggest issue in our team. This is the biggest issue in our team. There is no cohesion. There is no team. There is no team cohesion. And I want cohesion. even through the 92, 93 years, 1993, 1993. Oh my God, that was horrible. But it's cohesion. We need cohesion. Pressing. As like I say, I'm not gonna fight you, but like we need to press as a collective. We need to defend as a collective. That midfield is dead. It's dead, but we know. But that double pivot.
It was a half-hearted
I'll tell you what,
press.
if these players put in as much effort as you do to get words out, being as drunk as you are, I would be so impressed.
Oh my God.
Do you know what it is?
A massive philosopher.
The fight you are showing to try and make sense is absolutely sublime right
Get these
now.
words out. It's a
Bless your
half-hearted
heart.
press, right?
Spurs
Arsenal,
need to follow
they
your example,
pressed
sir. I
us.
salute you.
The
Arsenal.
only goal we scored against Arsenal is because Arsenal fucked up with Declan Rice. And you know what he did? He did this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He flicked his hair up. It doesn't matter. And what happened?
Yeah, because he knows he got enough in his team. Right, that second half, in the first half, we weren't really in the game, right? But we, like you said, we got a lucky break. Rice fucked up and we scored the goal. But Moani took that goal well. Everybody was criticising him, saying that
it was a TT goal. It was.
He still had a lot to do.
Thierry Henry goal.
He still had to. But in the second half, right, they pressed us like flies to shit. Honestly, they were bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
They were brilliant.
Yeah, flies on hot
You've
shit.
got to take your hat off to them because they played as a team. Honestly, we didn't get a look in. We couldn't get the ball out. Archie Gray was fumbling.
Archie Gray.
Oh my God.
Gray. Can we talk about Archie Gray? Can we talk about Archie Gray?
I don't want to talk about him.
Right, while you talk about Archie Gray, I'm putting Benji and Ellie in charge because I'm going to get a drink. If you're not,
you go get a
take charge. Right,
I'm saying this off the cuff. I don't give a fuck.
Not too much swearing.
Archie Gray, get out of our club. Get out of our club. Get out of our club. Archie Gray, get out of our club.
Who else do you think needs to go? Who else do you think needs to go?
Who else are you singing for?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I want to hear some songs for other players because there's a lot of them.
I just want to hear some songs. Are you good at singing?
Yeah.
Go on,
What
hit
about
us. What have you
Vicario,
got?
get out of our club? There's a lot of players we need to get out.
I think Benji should get out of club.
Oh, well, I thought probably I would have been kicked out of a club. Don't worry.
Get out of our club. No, I'll tell you what though. Is he gone? Or has he just gone for a break?
I think he passed out for
Is he passed out?
He might have done.
Passed out.
Good old guy.
He's vomited somewhere because he was singing too much of Artie Gray, so he's gone to vomit.
I mean, Mark's back. Mark's back. Here he is.
Lucky we haven't got Lubo on here, Daddy.
Mark's back. Mark,
He would have
where
had
are you?
words.
He's here. You all right, Mark?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
back from
mate.
his.
Oh, look who it is.
He's
Yeah.
back.
Hang on a minute.
Oh,
Yes, mate. Hang on. I'm just
I
trying
like
to
Mark
get
and
the,
technology.
If you want to know where Guy went, I was sat in the back and I removed him, so I'm not having swearing like that on our channel. No,
Yeah,
I'm not having
he was
swearing like that on our channel.
He was a little bit. He was a
he's
little
not
bit
coming back in.
intoxicated, wasn't he?
well, look, I'm sorry. I did leave the room, but I did say the last thing I said before I went was you two are in charge, yeah? And go ahead,
He
be
started
careful with
saying-
the swearing. So
Yeah,
what can I do? What can I do?
Yeah.
So Mark's removed him. It is
Well,
what
you-
it is.
You said to him, didn't you, Mark?
Don't
You
swear.
told him not
Yeah.
not too heavy on the
Just
Can everyone
swearing.
be quiet,
bring him
please,
back
and
on.
let
Bring
the
him
boss
back on.
speak?
Just tell him not to swear.
It's all right. It's done anyway, so don't worry about it. Guy, get over it. He'll be back on another time. It's okay.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I wanted to see him sing again.
Yeah.
I think he's got the North London Derby blues, hasn't he? That's what
Still
he's got.
recovering.
Look,
He's not in recovery yet.
no, not quite. Listen, we're going to round off the show. I just want to do these. Just say thanks for these people for these super chats. Kevin, big up to you, mate. Really appreciate it. Logan, big up to you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it, mate. Paul Brown, big up to you for the super chat, mate. Thank you very much. Dilutions coming with super chat. Big up to you. And again, come in with another one as well. All from the Lego Man Handbook. I don't know if I missed that one earlier, but there you go. Big up to you, Dilution. We really appreciate it. Listen, it's been another great show. There's been some heated discussion, some what's the word? Too many beverage discussion. We'll put it that way. Yeah.
No, I'm not putting up with it, mate. I'm not having that channel closed down. We've already had a warning, and we know exactly why the warning came.
Yes, I do.
And he's not coming on if he's going to act like that.
Right,
I'm sorry, but he's not.
That's fine. It's all right.
I'm just looking at the background, mate.
He's normally all right, isn't he? He's normally all right. He was just a bit intoxicated tonight, and his emotions get the better of him.
He is not coming on. What the first one, he was stone cold sober, and we had a warning.
Look, Mark, it is Mark. It is what it is. We're doing it. It don't matter. We'll deal with it another time.
It does.
All right. We'll deal with it another time. It's fine.
They don't call you the sheriff for nothing, Mark.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's
there you
right.
go. Listen, it is what it is. If Mark feels that he's got to do something, he does it and he deals with it, and that's fine by me. And it is what it is at the end of the day. All right, Guy. I will talk to you another time. I want to say thanks to Anthony for coming on. I don't know if you've been on any other shows,
guys.
Anthony. I know you haven't said much tonight. Listen, mate, we'll do another one of these another time. Yeah, jump on at the beginning if you get a chance, and you're on for a couple of hours. Then you can say what you want, mate. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks very much, mate.
That's some nice things to say.
Any time, Anthony. Big up to DK as usual for popping on. Big up
Thanks
to
for having
Benji.
me.
He knows. Benji, I want to do. I don't know if you said you put something in someone's chat earlier, a comment, and then I replied back saying, Benji, I want to do a show with you on that.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was now. You'll know what it was, but we'll sort that out, Benji. Ellie, thank you to you. Who else has been on, Mark? Thanks to Guy, obviously.
Mia.
Who else has been on?
Mia.
Thanks to Mia. And Marcus popped on earlier. He was on early doors. Big up to Marcus. Everyone that's been on.
And Dave.
Fantastic. Who else?
Dave,
Obviously Dave. Dave's on every time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dave. Listen, big up to all you. I think there's been 11 odd people, 12 odd people on here tonight. You've all been brilliant. It's great stuff as usual. The chat, big up to the chat, as always. Listen, the brunch is going to be back 9:30 tomorrow morning. Has anyone got anything coming on that they just want to plug? Got any shows coming on? Going on anything? Whatever. Just jump in if anyone has. If you haven't, stay silent.
no,
There you go then.
it's like coming on your show.
Cookie's back in the morning for the brunch. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet. We'll see if there's any news that comes out. If there is, we may do a show. If there's not, we'll have a night off and we'll go again on Thursday with Fulham in mind for the weekend. That's how we're looking at it. Big up for all the super chats. Big up to all you lot in here. Yeah, because whether you're YouTubers, whether you're whatever you are, chatters, you make the show. You just remember that. On that note, I want to say to everyone, big up. And last thing to say, as always, is come on, you Spurs. See you all soon. Thank you very much.